Chapter 1430. In the distant corner, Mountain Guest couldn't help but shake his head as he listened to the narration of the three ancestor gods, sighing softly. What's real and what's fake, mixing it up is truly terrifying. Even the universe boat is said to be created to deal with the realm beasts. What a joke. Luo Feng and a group of thousands of warriors from the various powers of the cosmic sea were indeed shocked. The universe boat was actually created to deal with the realm beasts? Of course, that's a late-stage realm beast. The young ancestor god's voice was clear. The realm beast is split into two stages. The first is the nurture stage. The second is the growth stage. During the nurture stage, the cosmic sea will nurture 1 billion realm beasts. What? 1 billion realm beasts? Isn't there just one realm beast? All the warriors were shocked. From what the three ancestor gods had said before, there should only be one realm beast. The young elder god continued. The cosmic sea will give birth to 1 billion realm beasts. These 1 billion realm beasts will kill and devour each other, causing the number of realm beasts to constantly decrease. After killing and devouring other realm beasts, the remaining realm beasts will grow stronger and stronger, until the very last moment, when all the other realm beasts die, leaving only one alive. Everyone held their breaths. So it was like that. Luo Feng couldn't help but be shocked to actually make 1 billion realm beasts kill and devour each other, leaving only one alive. Just how terrifying was this one realm beast? The last one to survive represents destruction, represents the true nightmare of the realm beast. The old ancestor god said solemnly. However, the moment it reaches that stage, the last remaining realm beast will be considered to have entered its growth stage. Your 3 great reincarnation eras and 2 sacred lands will no longer be able to stop it. The moment a realm beast enters its growth stage, one must know that it can devour everything. At the same time, it has a world within its body that can nurture other beings. The moment it enters its growth stage, it can nurture powerful warriors. The old ancestor god exclaimed, when that time comes, it will be invincible. And to kill it, you have to kill it during its growth stage. Even though there are many realm beasts in its growth stage, every single one of them is weak, and they can't nurture powerful warriors. This is the best time to kill it. The old ancestor god emphasized, you guys go kill the realm beasts one by one. This way the others won't have a chance to devour them, and they won't be able to grow stronger. According to the judgment of the great primeval universe's origin will, when this reincarnation era is about to end, there will only be one realm beast left. That is a realm beast that has entered the growth stage, an invincible realm beast. Kill them before this era of reincarnation ends. Silence reigned. All the experts had complicated thoughts in their minds. However, the two-faced elder god spoke out. Even though they are still in the incubation stage, those realm beasts are still extremely terrifying. Thus, universe lords do not wish to go. Going will be suicide. Only the strongest of the universe can fight. The strongest in the universe? What? Universe masters can't go? The crowd was in an uproar. Almost all of the thousands of experts gathered here were universe lords. Up to this point, universe lords were actually not qualified to fight. Furthermore, the two-faced ancestral god continued. Even the strongest experts in the universe need to have a supreme armor and a soul-type supreme treasure. With the protection of these 2 supreme treasures, only then would he be able to fight against the realm beasts. Otherwise, he would be courting death. Of course, it would be best if you could get some mechanical treasures from a gene world. That would allow your powers to rise again. Remember, a soul-type supreme treasure and a supreme treasure armor are a must. If not, even the strongest of the universe cannot go. Listening to the ancestral god's narration, the various powers were in chaos. The Great Alliance side, too, was in a state of panic and debate. How terrifying are these realm beasts? They're just in the incubation stage, and they're already so powerful. They actually have to be true gods, have armor and soul treasures. Anyway, we can't beat them, and we can't interfere. So terrifying, we didn't want to go in the first place. Since we don't have enough power, we won't be arrogant. The universe lords discussed amongst themselves. Just listening to them earlier was enough to scare them. Even true gods had to have armor and soul treasures to protect themselves. Who among them would dare to go? Luo Feng and the primal Chaos City leader exchanged glances, feeling the pressure. There had to be a strong warrior to make a move. They all retracted their heads. It was destined that the moment the realm beasts killed and devoured each other until there was only one left, that true realm beast would bring its powerful warrior to attack. It would be a true destruction. Even the sacred land universe would be destroyed. Even if they fought to pass the reincarnation before the reincarnation era, it would be useless. The sacred land universe would still be destroyed. There had to be a strong warrior to make a move. Suddenly a powerful voice resounded. Where are the realm beasts? The young ancestral god gazed around and said, the realm beast nest is in the core region of the Qingfeng world, Dusklands. It's actually there, so it's in the core region. Even our universe lords don't dare to enter there. No wonder the moment one enters the Dusklands, they can't come out. So it's the nest of the realm beasts. Everyone silently memorized this name, Duskland. And on the Great Alliance side, Luo Feng and the primal Chaos City leader were shocked. Huge axe. The great axe fell in the Dusky Land. It was in the Dusky Land. That place is actually the nest of the realm beasts. Luo Feng was shocked. He finally understood why Huge Axe died so quickly back then. After all, Huge Axe didn't have a powerful armor, nor a soul treasure, nor a palace-type treasure. All it had was a god axe, realm beast. Beside, the primal Chaos City leader's eyes were filled with killing intent and rage. Huge Axe was like a brother to him. The moment he thought of how Huge Axe was killed by the realm beast, the primal Chaos City leader felt even more hatred. Because it's in Dusklands. Old Song said, the area around Dusklands is a place one must pass to enter reincarnation. Hence, if one tries to enter reincarnation, one will definitely be attacked. Even if any of you really make it through reincarnation, your sacred land universe will eventually be destroyed by the realm beast. If the realm beast doesn't die, one will never be able to escape reincarnation. If the realm beast doesn't die, all of your races will be wiped out. It has to die. Old Song said, right now go to the gene world. Swiftly grow stronger in the gene world and acquire many treasures, even mechanical treasures. The stronger you are, the easier it will be for you to survive and even successfully kill the realm beast. The more you kill, the more you will be rewarded by the primal universe origin will. The more you kill, the more you will be rewarded by the primal universe origin will. Powerful ancient civilization treasures, ancient inheritances, even other things, as long as the primal universe origin will can give you, you can take them. As long as you kill enough realm beasts. The three ancestor gods exchanged glances, after which they entered a 3-story ancient palace treasure and flew away. The three ancestor gods left immediately. However, the powerful warriors from the various powers of the cosmic sea were in chaos. The news the three ancestor gods brought was too shocking, letting them know that the cosmic sea actually nurtured such terrifying creatures. 1 billion realm beasts killing and devouring each other, with only one surviving? A realm beast, within its body, able to nurture powerful warriors? Able to lead large numbers of warriors to sweep through everything? How is this a realm beast? It's basically a world. Luo Feng said softly, the moment it enters its growth stage, it can constantly nurture more warriors. Just the warriors under it are enough to sweep through everything. If it grows to its late stage, requiring a universe boat to kill it, I'm afraid that might actually be possible. Within the Gene World, Eastern Army Camp, Mang River Army Camp, Luo Feng's earth body was still on the island. Hua! Luo Feng activated his armaments ring. Immediately the space within the stone house warped. Simultaneously a golden silhouette appeared. Lord Inhe. The golden silhouette bowed. Luo Feng nodded. I need to know about the realm beast. Realm beast? The golden silhouette pondered, following which large amounts of words appeared on the screen beside. Luo Feng turned to look. The Gene world was indeed the remnant of the ancient Gene country. There was indeed information about the realm beast. Only, it was very simple. The realm beast is an extremely cruel and dark, terrifying creature. Its birth is to destroy. Within its body is a powerful dark world. Within its body, it will constantly nurture powerful warriors. There are those who are good at speed, those who are good at defense, those who are good at attacking, and those who specialized in self-destruction. The stronger the realm beast, the more terrifying the warriors it nurtures. When a realm beast reaches its mature stage, it will be a true calamity. Even the Gene country at its peak wouldn't be able to defend against a mature realm beast's endless army. It is destruction. Every time it appears, if it's not destroyed early on, it will destroy many powers in the later stages. Finally, many powers will have to combine forces to destroy it. It is the common enemy of all powers. The moment it is discovered, it has to be killed as soon as possible. The later it is, the greater the price to pay. There was very little information on the side. Even during the Gene country's founding and its eventual destruction, they never met a realm beast that reached its most terrifying mature stage. Obviously, they knew very little about the realm beast, only a few legends. Luo Feng, however, was dumbstruck as he watched. It was actually this terrifying. The Gene country had a godly emperor and many powerful warriors. Even large amounts of eternal true gods, void true gods, and an endless army of true gods. They had countless mechanical treasures, even tens of millions of true gods controlling a mechanical treasure, etc. Such a terrifying power, they actually couldn't defend against a mature realm beast. It is a realm beast? Luo Feng thought. From the looks of it, it seems to record the realm beast that has entered its growth stage. It doesn't record the breeding stage. The growth stage should be split into infant and mature stages. However, even if it's an infant stage, we can't defend against it. We have to kill it during its breeding stage. Luo Feng exclaimed. In the void outside the realm of Gene, palaces and treasures floated in the air. Whether it was to transcend the cycle of reincarnation or to survive and kill realm beasts, one had to enter the realm of Gene to obtain inheritances and treasures to strengthen themselves. Suddenly, the small universe's membrane changed color and became white. The membrane has changed color. We can enter now. Enter. Enter. Immediately, the palaces and treasures from different directions of the small universe Gene world passed through the membrane and entered the Gene world. Universe's strongest chapter has begun. To be continued. If you like this work, please come to Chidian. Come to vote for me. Your support is my greatest motivation. Chapter 1431. Go! The Primal Chaos City leader said. You all have the map of the Gene world. There's no need for Luo Feng to guide you this time. I hope you all can pass the army selection. The Universe Lords were all very respectful as they flew out of the Star Pagoda. Following closely behind, the Great Alliance's batch of Universe Lords all sat on their palace treasures and flew, passing through the universe membrane and entering the Gene world. As time passed, in space outside the Gene world, the teams that had sent off their respective powers began to return. However, Luo Feng's Star Pagoda still floated in space and didn't move. Luo Feng, the Primal Chaos City leader, turned to look at Luo Feng beside him. No rush. Luo Feng nodded and smiled. At this time, in the distance, a silver ship suddenly flew out of the Gene world's universe membrane and swiftly flew over. As it neared the Star Pagoda, it automatically shrunk and flew into the pagoda. What are you doing? The Primal Chaos City leader looked curiously at Luo Feng. Didn't I say before that I had quite a bit of loot in the Gene world? Luo Feng turned to look to the side, only to see a golden horned beast covered in black light walk in. I've brought my loot out this time. Loot? The Primal Chaos City leader revealed a look of glee. He too knew that Luo Feng's current authority was so great that he could kill all universe lords that entered. And at the same time, just how great was his authority? Getting enough treasures in the realm of Gene was a matter of course. However, the Primal Chaos City leader was still unclear on just how many treasures Luo Feng had. 10 sets of mechanical treasures. A total of 100 true god-level armors and weapons. Luo Feng didn't hide it. It wasn't worth hiding at all. Compared to his huge amount of military merits, it was just a little bit. So many. The primal Chaos City leader was shocked. He knew Luo Feng had a lot of loot, but this was too. True god-level treasures in our universe C are considered the absolute treasures. 100 absolute treasures? The primal Chaos City leader couldn't help but change expression. This is too unbelievable. All the other powers combined probably only have 100 of them. Luo Feng shook his head. That's in the past. With the other powers entering the gene world, the treasures in our universe C will definitely explode. That's true. The primal Chaos City leader nodded, after which he emphasized, with so many treasures, we can't just give them away. The races have their own rules. What Luo Feng has obtained, naturally you have the right to decide. If they want it, they'll have to pay a certain price or contribution points. Luo Feng nodded. I have plans too. Of course, they just need to have a certain amount of contribution points. The two of them held the highest positions in the human race. The rules of the human race will be decided by the two of them. It's time to return. Luo Feng looked at the space outside, after which he controlled the star pagoda to fly out. Ever since he received his title and was granted the ability to borrow the power of the realm of Gene by the God King, he was the one with the highest status in the realm of Gene, aside from the God King, who never came out. Naturally, he would no longer have any trouble in the Gene realm. After all, with the power of the Gene realm, he could even suppress an eternal true god. His focus could completely shift to the cosmic sea in his race. It was just that leaving his main body in the realm of Gene would allow him to adapt to the situation and trade for treasures appropriately. Secondly, if he suddenly disappeared, it would be fine for a short period of time, but if he disappeared for too long, it would cause the 4 great generals and the other higher-ups of the realm of Gene to anxiously search for him. The boat of the tomb has returned. I brought the Wu Qi Shen out too. After all, in the realm of Gene, there's no need to use the Wu Qi Shen. I'm already invincible. The golden horned beast has returned too. From now on, the dangers in the cosmic sea won't be small. Luo Feng's earth body had already made his preparations in the realm of Gene. He was only waiting for the Purple Moon's sacred land universe and the allied army's warriors to enter the army. However, just by flying and entering the army, it would take months or even longer. Hence Luo Feng set the day of the big sweep to be 1 year later. Primal Universe, Bug Clan Territory. World Beast. There's actually such a terrifying creature. The Bug Queen sat in her throne and frowned in thought. I'm completely unprepared this time. There's no rush to rush over. Even if I rush over, when I reach the small universe of Gene World, I'm afraid that the universe membrane won't be white anymore. Prepare well. Enter the 4th era. I have to get enough treasures. The Bug Queen pondered. Actually, even though there were many universe lord from the large powers of the universe C that entered, there were very few true gods that entered, because every true god was a huge pillar of their race. The moment they fell, it would be the collapse of the small universe, and the lives within would all perish. Hence, to send a true god to take the risk, one naturally had to be extremely cautious. They too yearned for a plan, and the information from the origin laws made them make their decisions. Some entered the realm of Gene this time. Most of them planned to enter the realm of Gene during the 4th era, Primal Universe, Human Territory's core primal region. This mechanical treasure is actually so mysterious. Its power is so great. The primal Chaos City leader stood there, his entire body glowing gold. Behind his back were 3 pairs of golden wings, giving off a powerful pressure. This was definitely an extremely good-looking mechanical treasure. It was also one of the best of the many mechanical treasures Luo Feng had acquired in the Wu Qi building. With this treasure, my strength can actually rise by 2 levels. The primal Chaos City leader shook his head. No wonder the origin laws made all the warriors enter the realm of Gene. It must have been forced, Luo Feng said. If it wasn't for the world beast, we probably wouldn't even have discovered the realm of Gene. The primal chaos city leader nodded. On the way back from the universe C to the primal universe, he tested the strength of the mechanical treasures. Naturally, he was overjoyed. It might be troublesome for the other universe lords of humanity to acquire these treasures. However, the primal chaos city leader, Luo Feng, directly gifted him a set of mechanical treasures. One soul treasure, one palace treasure, one domain treasure. Everything was complete. The primal chaos city leader knew of the impending danger and didn't reject. Luo Feng, your contributions to humanity are comparable to the ancestors. The primal chaos city leader said, so when he acquired these treasures on the way back. Teacher has always been in the center of our race, protecting and managing our race, allowing our race to constantly grow stronger. That is the greatest contribution. Luo Feng said so back then. Returning to the primal universe, even with the mechanical treasures, he could only unleash the pinnacle of level 6 strength. However, the primal chaos city leader was still extremely happy with the treasures he had. If only Huge Axe had these treasures back then, he wouldn't have. The primal chaos city leader sighed softly. Teacher. Luo Feng frowned the moment he spoke and turned to look outside. The primal chaos city leader, too, looked outside curiously. It's the 3 ancestor gods. Let's go. So. The two vanished in midair. In the primal region, above the vast and endless dark ocean, stood 3 silhouettes. They were the 3 ancestor gods of the ancestor god sect. Dark Ocean Luo Feng and the primal chaos city leader appeared together. What are the 3 ancestor gods here for? The primal chaos city leader said directly. The old ancestor god of the 3 spoke. Primal chaos, we are here on the orders of the origin laws, especially for the Milky Way leader. For me? Luo Feng frowned. The young ancestor god said directly. Right? According to the orders of the origin laws, even though the Milky Way leader is only a universe lord, in terms of strength, he is the strongest in the universe C. The strongest in the universe C? The primal chaos city leader was shocked. It was fine if other warriors said it, but for it to be the orders of the origin laws, that was too much. The stronger one is, the greater the responsibility. The young ancestor god continued. When danger comes, naturally we need the strong to deal with it. Even though the 3 of us told the other powers in the universe that the universe lords cannot deal with the realm beasts. However, that's only for the normal universe lords. The Milky Way leader, you are not included. The 2-faced ancestor god said too. The Milky Way leader is the strongest in the universe C. If even you can't deal with the realm beasts, who can? The old ancestor god said too. And the Milky Way leader is only a universe lord. He has many bodies. Even if one dies, he can rely on the endless dark ocean to swiftly form another body. There's no problem at all. He'll just lose some treasures. At such a crucial time of life and death for countless races in the universe C, the Milky Way leader, with your bodies and your strength, you're the most suitable to deal with the realm beasts in the universe C. No need to flatter me. Luo Feng sneered. The so-called number 1 in the universe C is only for now. Many of the strongest in the universe haven't acquired any mechanical treasures yet. The moment they acquire them, their strength will soar, and my position as number 1 won't be stable anymore. As for the realm beasts, Luo Feng shook his head. Whether I should go or not, I have my own plans. The old ancestor god said directly, dealing with the realm beasts is a huge contribution. You can request for many things from the primal universe. Even if your contribution is big enough, even the ancestor of your human race, suppressed by the primal universe, can be released. What? The primal chaos city leader was shocked. Release the ancestor? Luo Feng was both shocked and happy. The young ancestor god said again, right, the bigger the contribution, the higher the request. To release the ancestor is even harder than requesting for the mechanical treasures from the primal universe. The origin laws said that the moment the ancestor is released, he can immediately break through and reach a higher level. According to theory, he won't be released. Only when the primal universe is destroyed will he be destroyed. However, the realm beasts threaten countless races. Killing the realm beast will allow the ancestor to be released and regain his freedom. Luo Feng and the primal Chaos City leader exchange glances. If the Milky Way leader has any questions, you can come to the Ancestor God's secret region and ask the three of us. We can directly communicate with the origin laws and tell them everything. The young Ancestor God said, "We won't stay any longer." The three Ancestor Gods smiled and immediately broke through space, quickly vanishing. Asterisk, 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 to be continued. If you like this work, please come Chidian. Come to vote for me. Your support is my greatest motivation. Chapter 1432. This is a crisis that can wipe out the universe, see races, our humanity too. The primal Chaos City leader watched as the three Ancestor Gods vanished, after which he said to Luo Feng, "Letting the ancestor regain his freedom is important. However, compared to this crisis, it's nothing. You must not be affected by it. Also, right now you are merely a universe lord, yet your battle strength is already so strong." The primal Chaos City leader frowned. The moment you become a true god, your strength will definitely rise by a few levels. When that time comes, you'll have a much easier time dealing with the world beasts, with more confidence. And right now, the primal universe's willpower is luring you to battle. It's really because it really wants all the world beasts to die. Or is it because it wants to borrow the beast's hand to kill and destroy you? The primal Chaos City leader said, "After all, other than the huge axe, we've never fought with a world beast before. As a being that represents destruction, its attacks are definitely terrifying. Even if you have clones, if your soul is destroyed, all your clones will die together. If the primal universe's willpower really wants you to kill the world beasts, then that's fine. However, if it wants to borrow the beast's hand to kill you, you have to be careful. You have to guard against this. After all, after countless years, even if the world beasts are unstoppable, the primal universe will at most self-destruct and become its own origin energy. Once it survives, it can still transform back into the primal universe. The primal universe's strength. I've never heard of anyone being able to truly destroy it. Since that's the case, then why does it want to kill the world beasts so badly? Is it true? Or is it a scheme?" Luo Feng nodded as he listened. Right? The world beasts represented destruction. However, the primal universe represented life too. The world beasts would be born after a long period of time. However, the primal universe would constantly be destroyed and reborn. In truth, it had never truly been destroyed. Even the world beasts wouldn't be able to truly destroy the primal universe. I understand. Luo Feng nodded seriously. After all, the ancestor has already been suppressed. The primal Chaos City leader exclaimed, "If you were to be lured to death by the willpower, even though I'm confident, I know, in certain areas, I'm inferior to you and the ancestor." Luo Feng wasn't in a rush to head to the Dusky Lands. After all, according to the willpower, he had to kill the world beast before this reincarnation era. Reincarnation era? This was such a long period of time. Luo Feng had lived for less than 10 million years. For an era of reincarnation, it was an insignificant period of time. So Luo Feng had plenty of time to prepare. At the same time, Luo Feng was preparing for the big sweep. Another 10 days passed. Milky Way sacred land. Yuhai Luo Feng sat there, and before him floated a 9-level pagoda. Even though he had completely comprehended the 3rd level of the Killer Wu feather back then, as the level of the techniques rose, Luo Feng would be able to comprehend even more profound techniques in the Star Pagoda. Naturally, he would continue to study and comprehend them. Luo Feng, too, hoped to continue comprehending and grasping the many techniques to improve his god body. On the path of the divine body, the comprehension of life genes, secret techniques, Emperor Rhino's game, and so on actually had certain similarities. Hence, they would be able to touch upon each other. "Teacher." Yuhai Luo Feng suddenly stopped, flipping his hand and taking out a communication tag. Luo Feng, a message came. It was from Mountain Traveler. Yuhai Luo Feng immediately became serious. Ever since the appearance of the fourth danger zone, teacher's sitting passenger seemed to have disappeared, as though he didn't care about these things. Teacher, Luo Feng replied. Those three ancestor gods should have gone to find you. Mountain Traveler said. Yes. Luo Feng was shocked, but he still replied. Other than you, they probably won't be able to find anyone else. Mountain Traveler replied. However, remember, don't be in a rush to go to the dusky lands. That is after all the nest of the realm beasts. However, there are large amounts of realm beasts within if you really decide to go deal with the realm beasts. Before you go, make a trip to my place. Luo Feng was extremely curious. Teacher, to your place? Just remember, Mountain Traveler immediately cut off the communication. This caused Luo Feng to be shocked. What's going on? Luo Feng creased his eyebrows curiously. In the past, his teacher's temper was still considered good, and he was very concerned about him. However, ever since the appearance of the fourth danger zone, Mountain Traveler had changed. He didn't even look for Luo Feng for such a huge matter. This time, he suddenly looked for Luo Feng only to instruct him. However, Luo Feng could feel that his teacher still cared about him. Teacher's temper seems to have changed. Luo Feng thought. Could it be because of the Gene World? 9 secret manuals. It's a secret manual of the Gene Country. Star Pagoda, it shouldn't be a treasure created by a true god. I've long suspected that teacher has connections with the Gene Country, and he told me to look for him before I deal with the realm beasts. Luo Feng creased his eyebrows as he pondered. He wasn't stupid. Of course he could feel his teacher's mysteriousness. The secrets on this Mountain Traveler wouldn't be small. Luo Feng put everything aside. The most important thing he had to prepare for now was a huge sweep. In the blink of an eye, a year had passed. Gene World, Eastern Army Camp, Mang River Camp. Luo Feng was within a stone room. Armament ring. Luo Feng had an armament ring on his wrist, activating it with his divine energy. Immediately the space around him changed. A golden silhouette appeared. Lord Inhi, the golden silhouette said, simulate all the overlords and true gods that entered the 4 armies from the last time I investigated until now. Luo Feng ordered. Within this year, he had investigated a total of 6 times, constantly grasping the number of warriors from the Allied Army and Purple Moon's sacred land that entered the Gene World. Yes, the golden silhouette replied respectfully. Hua, in the vast space around him, there was originally only Luo Feng and the golden silhouette, but now many other silhouettes swiftly appeared. These silhouettes all lined up in an orderly fashion, all standing there stupidly, without moving. Only they all emitted life energy. The armaments world was still rather relaxed in terms of life energy. Luo Feng looked around, simultaneously using his divine energy to sense. Some of the universe lords didn't even change their appearances. After all, they felt that the aboriginals of the Gene World had never seen them before. Changing their appearances didn't have much meaning. Hence, just by looking with his naked eye, Luo Feng was able to discover some targets. Leave 61 of them behind, the rest disperse. Luo Feng ordered, simultaneously using his divine energy to swiftly lock onto 61 universe lords. Yes, the golden silhouette replied respectfully. Immediately, large amounts of silhouettes vanished, leaving only 61 overlord soldiers. Display the time, they entered the army, one by one. Luo Feng ordered. The moment he gave the order, immediately an accurate time appeared above the 61 overlords. These 61 overlords came in batches. Luo Feng looked and nodded. There's a total of 5 batches. The last batch was 2 months ago. From 2 months ago till now, there's actually not a single one that entered the army. This year, according to his investigations, during the first month of the 3rd era, there were only 12 people that entered the army. And from the 2nd month to the 8th month, it was a huge explosion. The numbers were the highest. And as time passed, the later stages obviously slowed down. Until the last 2 months, there wasn't a single one that joined. I estimate that Purple Moon and the Allied Army should be reaching their limit. Luo Feng thought. This year, there's a total of 110 Universe Lords from Purple Moon that have joined the army. As for the Allied army, there are 166 Origin Law Lords. Count in another batch. Adding them all up, there's a total of 205 surviving soldiers from Purple Moon. The Allied army has 238. Luo Feng thought and nodded. I estimate that most of the Universe Lord from Purple Moon have made their way in the Allied army too. These two powers obviously viewed this with great importance, or it could be said that every single Universe Lord desired it. If one counted the eliminated ones, then there were obviously many Universe Lords that entered. Looking at the numbers, obviously there aren't many eliminated ones. Luo Feng nodded. Looks like the Universe Lords of the Universe C have a lower death rate than the Aboriginals of the Gene World. Luo Feng guessed. It should be that the various powers would all move in batches, and every batch would probably bring along some treasures, or even absolute treasures, etc. After all, the various powers from the first and second era would use the armaments to exchange for the absolute treasures of their race, thus maximizing their profits. One had to know the absolute treasures of the universe. See, many of them were void, true God-level treasures, even true God-level treasures. Some were very special. In the Gene World, they could be exchanged for quite a few true God-level treasures. It's time to act. Luo Feng took a deep breath, his eyes gleaming with killing intent. 4 generals. Luo Feng immediately used the armaments world to communicate with the 4 generals of the 4 armies. After a while, 4 silhouettes appeared not far from Luo Feng. Milky Way. Milky Way, why are you looking for us? It's rare. Shui Yong and the other generals all appeared. They had long since treated Luo Feng as the successor of the godly king. Moreover, they knew that Luo Feng could borrow the world energy of the Gene realm. They understood how much the godly king favored Luo Feng. Naturally, they were at his beck and call. I want to kill a batch of Origin Law Lords. Luo Feng said directly. Kill a batch. The 4 generals panicked. How many billions? The 4 generals were worried. They didn't wish to kill too many soldiers. It would cause chaos. Luo Feng smiled. Relax, less than 500. Less than 500. The 4 generals laughed. Such a small number of Origin Law Lords. If any tribe were to fight amongst themselves, who knows how many would die? Less than 500, they didn't even have the right to worry about them. The reason why I asked for the 4 generals is because these close to 500 soldiers are scattered across the 4 armies. Luo Feng said, and I want to kill them all in an instant, and I want it to be a sole attack. As they're scattered throughout the camp, it's very difficult to kill them all at once. Hence, I can only ask the 4 generals to personally make a move, using a small universe to envelop the entire camp, directly killing their souls at the same time, leaving none alive. It's time for the high school exams. Tomato wishes all the third-year students will be able to pass the exams. To be continued. If you like this work, please come to Chidian. Come to vote for me. Your support is my greatest motivation. Chapter 1433. At the same time, their souls were destroyed, leaving not a single one alive. Luo Feng's request was indeed harsh. However, this was the first time he was asking for help from the 4 generals, and it was just a simple task. Why would they reject him? That's easy. Easy. Inhe, just inform us of the life signatures of these 500 soldiers. The 4 generals didn't care at all. To the vast Gene world, 500 law lords? That was a drop of water in the endless ocean. Luo Feng nodded and turned to look at the golden silhouette beside him. My previous scans, I've locked onto all the law lord soldiers. Simulate them. And according to the distribution of the 4 armies, pass them to the 4 generals. Yes, Lord Inhe. The golden silhouette said respectfully. Immediately, the 4 generals used their armaments rings to form the armaments worlds, and silhouettes appeared. Their energies were all different, but they were all law lords. There's less than 500. I have 201 here. The Eastern Army General Shui Yong smiled. My Northern Army has much less, only 60. The 4 generals laughed and chatted. According to the positions of the 4 armies, it was obvious that most of the powers of the universe had landed in the Eastern Army. Naturally, there were more who joined the Eastern Army. A total of 443. Luo Feng looked at the four generals. Generals, I'll have to trouble the four of you to activate your small universe. The moment you lock onto the target, inform me. I'll use the communication card and simultaneously send a message to the four generals. The moment you receive my message, the four generals can immediately destroy the target's soul. All right. The four generals nodded. Then we can begin now. Right, we can begin now. Luo Feng nodded. Eastern Army Camp. General Shui Yong, dressed in a silver robe, stood in mid-air above the camp, gazing down at the boundless camp below, his eyes cold. Rise. General Shui Yong's thoughts moved. Immediately, a transparent membrane formed outside the camp. A huge universe membrane. One couldn't see the end of it as it enveloped the entire camp. All the soldiers within the camp didn't sense it at all. Only the void, true God commanders did. It's a small universe. Yes, General. All the commanders of the void real gods in the Eastern troop were confused. However, they were not afraid. An eternal real God could form a small-sized universe with a single thought. With the small-sized universe, they could unleash extremely powerful fighting capabilities. However, it was still very difficult to kill a void real God merely by relying on the pressure that the universe itself gave off. All of you keep quiet. After a while, everything will return to normal. The cold voice resounded in the minds of every void real God commander. Yes, General. All the void real gods were extremely respectful. But the Master of Law soldiers and the true God soldiers had no idea. The Eastern Army's targets have been found. General Shui Yong immediately informed Luo Feng. The targets of the Western Army have been found. The targets of the Northern Army have been found. The targets of the Southern Army have been found. The four generals sent the message almost at the same time. On the quiet island, the water of the lake surged against the shore again and again. After all, this lake was much larger than any ocean on Earth. In the middle of the island, on the roof of a stone house, Luo Feng sat there with a table beside him. On the table, there was a wine flask, a wine cup, and a token. Luo Feng poured himself a cup of wine and held it. Luo Feng sent a message through the message token. Attack! 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 The four generals received the four messages at the same time. The four generals who had unleashed a small universe did not pity the Master of Law soldiers. To be able to reach their level, they must have gone through many life and death battles. Attack! 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 The four generals congealed their hollowified god powers at the same time and directly attacked the soldiers. If they wanted to kill 100 million or more soldiers at the same time, even the four generals could not do it in an instant. However, they only needed to attack a few dozen soldiers at the very least. At most, they could attack 200 soldiers. In the Eastern Troop Camp, Godfather's order is to let us obtain more mechanical inheritance. Once we obtain it, the machinery race will definitely become stronger. However, we have to get used to it first and work hard to obtain military merits. Two experts from the machinery race communicated with each other. Their eyes were filled with anticipation. Suddenly, their bodies froze. Rumble, rumble. They fell at the same time. In the primeval universe, on a dark gray planet in a faraway territory. This was the sacred land of the mosquito race, the primal star. Ancestor, ancestor, ancestor. A group of undyings, sector lords, and even 6 universe knights. Less than 100 of them were all bowing respectfully, listening to the ancestors' teachings. You are all the core of our mosquito race, the hope of our future. From a distant and dangerous place, I found a precious and mysterious inheritance. Relying on this inheritance, our mosquito race will definitely grow stronger. I'll pass it on to you first. An old man covered in black, wrinkled skin, with 2 tenacious feelers on his forehead, sitting cross-legged said, "Carefully experience it and comprehend it." Immediately, the god energy was split into many portions and passed down to the elites of the race. As one of the strongest races in the primal universe, they were still far from the pinnacle races. During the inheritance process, some of the precious inheritances were passed down to many warriors. This was to prevent the fall of a few of the pinnacle race members, causing the race to weaken. Just as they were in the process, the mosquito race ancestor's eyes flashed with a sliver of fear, following which he went silent and his life force swiftly disappeared. The core members of the mosquito race who were immersed in the inheritance opened their eyes curiously. However, the moment they felt that the ancestor's life force was gone, especially the life-saving treasures that the ancestor gave them became ownerless items. Ancestor, a shrill voice resounded. The entire mosquito race was in chaos. Without their primogenitor, the status of their mosquito conch tribe would be greatly reduced. They would no longer be qualified to occupy such a large area. However, their primogenitor was so powerful and had a clone. How could he die so easily? Primal universe, in a part of the void. You dare disobey my orders? My race has already joined the allied army, and these weak races are nothing. Yet you dare to disobey my orders? Disciple, head out and personally wipe out the Huayu race. A strange beast with 3 beautiful heads and a very hoarse voice floated in the air, and the surrounding void rippled endlessly. Not far away, there was another 3 beautiful head beasts. Yes, old. The strange beast suddenly raised its head in shock. It saw that the great existence floating in the void in the distance had his life force rapidly dissipating. His heads also drooped down and floated in the void, no longer breathing. Teacher, teacher. Some lords of the universe died quietly. Some died in front of everyone. Some had their incarnations dissipate, and some had their avatars fall. Amongst them, some were the leaders of their races. Some were the upper echelons of their races. Gene World. Luo Feng lifted his wine glass and gently took a sip, his gaze drifting, looking at the images. It was the scene of the foreign races screaming and being massacred. There were also scenes of the foreign races fleeing and fleeing, following the fall of the universe lords, especially the races with only one universe lord. As the pinnacle fell, the fates of these races became incomparably tragic. They would no longer be able to stay in their original territories. They no longer had that level of strength. What awaited them was a tragic fate. Luo Feng saw yet another scene. That was the human territories, the billions of normal life forms on the planet, crying pitifully, mothers hugging their children, yet in an instant they vanished. There were also the countless planets of the human territories being conquered, large amounts of people fleeing, too many. Between the races, it's like this. Luo Feng lifted his glass and said softly, "Back when I was still weak, those foreign spies, the moment they were discovered by us humans, many of them would self-destruct, destroying entire planets and countless lives of my race. And back then, the 4 pinnacle races to open up the outer regions as a battlefield. Instead, they wiped out all the races in the outer realms. War. Survival." Luo Feng said softly. To survive, any cruel thing could be done. Actually, this was already the best ending, if not for the annihilation of so many universe lords at once, causing the entire allied army to instantly fall into a weakened state. Especially when the races realized their leaders had fallen. Naturally, they would swiftly flee, preserving their race's strength. If they really fought with the humans, as the humans grew stronger, when that time came, it wouldn't just be killing one universe lord, it would be slaughtering the entire race. Of course, even though this was the best ending, to those races, it was destined to be a tragic fate. They had to flee, and they might even be attacked by other enemies. Inhi, the targets are all dead. Inhi, the targets are all dead. Some have no souls, but they were all killed. Inhi, leave none alive. The 4 generals sent the news one after another. Luo Feng's entire body trembled. Finally, the long-awaited ending. However, Luo Feng's face didn't show any joy. Only his eyes had a sense of cruelty. He poured another glass of wine and flipped it, spilling the wine. Luo Feng looked at the spilled wine and said softly, "For the human race, you all deserve to die." To be continued. If you like this work, please come to Chidian. Come to vote for me. Your support is my greatest motivation. Chapter 1434. Primal Universe. The core of human territory, primal region, above the vast and endless sea, the water condensed into a silhouette. It was the blood-red robed Luo foam. Beside him stood another silhouette, the primal Chaos City leader. How is it? The primal Chaos City leader asked expectantly. The 443 universe lords that entered the army. Luo Feng said coldly, "Leave none alive." Good. The primal Chaos City leader's eyes gleamed, and he shouted excitedly. In the distant demon territory, within the Dream Ancestor secret region's virtual world. Within the virtual world, there was another plane. In an endless mountain range, shrouded in clouds and mist, a slithering silver snake lived there. Apart from it, there were other powerful demon race lords of the universe, as well as some vassal demon race lords of the universe. Even though most of these universe lords had gone to the gene world, they had left behind clones or god energy clones in the primal universe. Naturally, they could connect to the virtual world and communicate with the dream ancestor. Don't worry, the army's mission isn't dangerous. The 3 universe lords of the Demon Race Alliance were gathered together. One of them was a strange flying beast whose entire body was covered in gray bones, while the other 2 were universe lords of the Demon Race Alliance who were not demon race. At this time, the peculiar flying beast revealed a look of fear and immediately vanished from the virtual world. Why did it leave the virtual world halfway through? The brightly colored alien universe, Lord muttered. Then he turned his head and looked to his side. Originally, there were 2 universe lords listening to the demon race universe lord's words. But now, the universe lord beside him had disappeared. Why did they all vanish? The alien universe lord immediately felt something was wrong. If it was just one that vanished, it could be due to an urgent matter and had no time to explain. However, for 2 to vanish at the same time, and without even a word of explanation, that was strange. Demon Ancestor, the alien universe lord shouted. Hua! Suddenly, a huge silver snake slithered out of the clouds. The snake raised its head and looked at the alien master of the universe. Mentari, what's the matter? Why did you summon me? Demon Forefather, just now Lord Meng Wan and the other 2 were beside me. Lord Meng Wan was explaining some information about the realm of Gene. I've never been there before, so I was curious. I didn't expect Lord Meng Wan and Lord Meng Wan to suddenly disappear from the virtual world. They didn't give any explanation and disappeared at the same time. Meng Tari's blue eyes were filled with worry. Disappear at the same time? No explanation? Demon Ancestor Dream growled. She immediately realized that something was wrong. Hong! Demon Ancestor Dream immediately scanned the entire endless mountain range. The result of this scan made Demon Ancestor Dream feel a terrifying coldness that seemed to freeze her entire soul. This moment was the most terrifying moment since Demon Ancestor Dream became the strongest in the universe. Even when she lost the battle between the 2 camps, she was not as terrified as she was now. Disappeared, they all disappeared? Demon Ancestor Dream was horrified. All the lords of the universe of the Demon Race Alliance who had gone to the realm of Gene had their consciousnesses connected here not long ago. But now they were all gone. They were all gone. In the entire endless mountain range, only she and 5 other lords of the universe were left. These 5 lords of the universe had never entered the realm of Gene. Hong! Suddenly, a huge figure appeared in the air above the mountain range. It was the sawtooth mutant beast, Demon Ancestor Zhen. Dream T. Demon Ancestor Zhen looked down and shouted anxiously. All the lords of the universe under my command who went to the realm of Gene have disappeared. Same here. Demon Ancestor Dream was extremely anxious. All of them disappeared on your side too? All the lords of the universe who went to the realm of Gene have disappeared. And all of them disappeared suddenly without leaving a message. Those who didn't go to the realm of Gene are fine. Demon Ancestor Zhen was also anxious. Heavens! Because the allied forces were at a disadvantage, many of them went to the realm of Gene. For example, the majority of the Demon Race Alliance's forces went to the realm of Gene. What if they all died? That would be an incomparably terrifying blow, a true nightmare. Investigate. Let's hurry and investigate. Demon Ancestor Jun said anxiously. Demon Ancestor Dream also began to send orders through the virtual world to all the universe paragons, letting them check on their teachers. After all, the universe paragons would usually bring along the protective items given by their teachers. Demon Ancestor, the keepsake left behind by my teacher has already become an ownerless item. Teacher is dead. Demon Ancestor, teacher is dead. Demon Ancestor. Actually, before Demon Ancestor Dream had finished giving the order, there were already universe venerables who had taken the initiative to contact them. Each of them seemed to have gone mad. One by one, universe lords fell. These universe lords who had suddenly disappeared from the virtual world had all fallen, without exception. This news was like a heavy hammer, smashing on Demon Ancestor Dream and Demon Ancestor Jun's souls. Smashing their hearts, smashing their fear, smashing their unwillingness to believe it. Demon Ancestor Dream and Demon Ancestor Jun looked at each other. Their eyes no longer had the calm of the past, as if even the collapse of the universe could not cause them to be shocked. Instead, there was only panic. How? Demon Ancestor Dream was completely confused. This. Demon Ancestor Jun was also stunned. Blow. An unprecedented blow. Previously, the demon race was definitely one of the peak races in the primeval universe. But in the blink of an eye, there were originally more than 20 universe lords of their race and a group of vassal universe lords. In such a short time, there were only 4 universe lords left in the entire demon race. There were only 5 universe lords left in the vassal races. How prosperous was it previously? Now, there were only 2 or 3 of them left. Demon Ancestor Jun raised his head and let out an incomparably furious roar. Roar! His roar contained endless anger, endless unwillingness, endless pain. The accumulation of the demon race over countless years was lost in an instant. We shouldn't have entered the realm of Gene. We shouldn't have. Demon Ancestor Dream was also filled with unwillingness. It was not just Demon Ancestor Dream and Demon Ancestor Jun who were in so much pain that they were about to go crazy. There was also the Machine Race Godfather, the Bug Race Queen, the Prison Race Demon Ancestor, the Crystal Race Holy Lord, the various races within the Northern Border Alliance, and the various forces that joined the Allied forces. All of them were caught in an unprecedented nightmare. Some forces even had 8 or 10 universe lords, but in the blink of an eye, only 1 universe lord remained. Some races lost their universe lord in an instant. A nightmare. The same goes for the Insect Race Alliance. There are only 6 universe lords left in the entire Insect Race Alliance. Northern Frontier Alliance? Your Northern Frontier Alliance actually lost over 90 universe lords? Even a Master of the Galaxy died? All of them. The Crystal Race and the Prison Race are just as miserable as you are. When the Allied forces contacted each other, they were shocked to find that all the other forces were in the same state. Demon Ancestor Dream and Demon Ancestor Jun were slightly more balanced. In their opinion, if all the universe lords who entered the realm of Gene died instantly, there was no reason for the other forces to be safe. After asking and investigating, it was indeed the case. Because they were part of the Allied forces, they naturally contacted each other very quickly. Soon, they started contacting some of the forces in the Cosmic Sea. No, you said a large number of universe lords died? Nothing like that happened to the Bone Race. Our universe lords are fine in the realm of Gene. None of the batch that entered the army died. Of course not. The realm of Gene is such a wonderful world. It is filled with opportunities and endless treasures. Almost all of our races went there. None of the batch that entered the army died. But soon, we will have to carry out the mission assigned by the army. How many universe lords did our East, the Arch Sacred Ground, enter? Very few died. At most, some died during the selection process. Everything is fine. What happened to the prison race? News came one after another. The Allied forces were stunned. Previously, they discovered that they had suffered great losses and thought it was normal. If it was normal, then the Cosmic Sea forces suffered great losses. Relatively speaking, the status of their respective races would not be affected much. They hoped that the major forces were the same. But the cosmic sea forces were all fine. No, more accurately, they finally found someone who shared the same fate. You too? The purple moon's sacred ground also suffered a destructive attack in the realm of Gene. For some reason, all of our universe lords who entered the realm of Gene perished. The purple moon's sacred ground is the same? The demon race, bug race, machine race, prison race, crystal race, and all the other allied forces were all attacked. All who entered the realm of Gene perished. All dead. Not a single one survived. The purple moon's sacred ground and the allied forces were on good terms. After this communication, they discovered that apart from the purple moon's sacred ground and the allied forces, the other forces were all fine. They immediately realized that something was amiss. If the realm of Gene carried out a great destruction on the invaders from the outside world, why would they let the other forces go? Why would they keep an eye on them? After all, the universe lords they sent out were also absorbed into the various armies. They were almost all scattered. How could the realm of Gene determine the factions? The humans are safe. The entire human alliance's universe lords are also safe. The purple moon's sacred ground and the allied forces quickly received this news. They were both shocked and furious. None of the super experts were fools. The purple moon, sacred ground, and the allied forces. Their common enemy was the humans. Moreover, if the two factions were to rapidly decline, the humans would be the ones to benefit the most. Also, the purple moon sacred ground had schemed against Luo Feng in the realm of Gene. Strangely, they failed. Why would Void True God let Luo Feng go? All of this, all pointed to the humans. Only the internal forces of the cosmic sea can determine the exact factions from the countless soldiers. If it's not the humans, then who is scheming against us? To be continued. If you like this work, please come Chidian. Come to vote for me. Your support is my greatest motivation. Chapter 1435. All of you stand down. The purple moon ancestor's expression was cold as he roared angrily below. The group of universe lords below all knelt and trembled, all of them feeling uneasy. This time, the Purple Moon Alliance had suffered too great a loss. More than half of the lords of the universe who had entered the Gene realm had died. There were less than 100 lords of the universe who were still alive in the Purple Moon's sacred land. Even with the successive breakthroughs of the quasi-lords of the universe, the number of lords of the universe barely reached the limit of 100. However, not a single quasi-master of the universe was left. Ancestor, are we still going to Gene World? Many of the kneeling lords of the universe didn't retreat. Some of them were still unwilling to give up. The Purple Moon Ancestor gazed below, his expression growing uglier. After a long while, he squeezed out a sentence. The new universe lords can go to the Gene World. You must not reveal that you are from the Purple Moon Sacred Land. Yes. Immediately, some of the newly advanced universe lords below responded happily. They had never left the Purple Moon Sacred Land before. This time, due to the large number of universe lords dying, these quasi-universe lords were able to break through. As long as they changed their appearances and didn't appear with 3 heads and 8 arms or 2 faces and 4 arms, the other powers in the universe definitely wouldn't recognize them. If they entered the Gene World, even if the other powers in the universe saw them, they would probably think they were natives of the Gene World. Go down. The Purple Moon Ancestor's voice grew colder. The group of universe lords finally vanished and left. Only the Purple Moon Ancestor was left in the palace. As arrogant as the Purple Moon Ancestor was, he had no choice but to say that he must not reveal that he was from the Purple Moon Sacred Land. This made him feel extremely humiliated. Milky Way leader Luo Feng. The Purple Moon Ancestor gritted his teeth. He was furious. He was unwilling. But what could he do? This time, the Purple Moon Ancestor was very clear. Other than the humans, he couldn't think of any other power that would do such a thing. I can't do anything to you, but this time, the world beast has appeared. I don't believe you can survive it. The Purple Moon Ancestor gritted his teeth. However, the moment he thought of the world beast, he became even more enraged, because the world beast was a huge threat to him. Ah, ah, ah. The purple moon ancestor raised his head and roared. How long has it been? How long has it been since he felt so helpless? No matter how angry the purple moon ancestor was, there was nothing he could do. He had no other way to kill Luo Feng. Even if he wanted to borrow the gene world to kill Luo Feng, not only would it fail, the large amounts of universe lords under him would all die. Without so many underlings, he couldn't do anything to Luo Feng. If the purple moon primogenitor was only angry and unwilling, then the many races in the primeval universe coalition army were filled with endless hatred and resentment. Sister, sister. In the void, a translucent, beautiful girl with butterfly wings stood in the void. She was in extreme pain, and the eyes under her delicate brows seemed to contain endless pain and sadness. She kept replaying the scenes in her mind. She had grown up with her elder sister. Her elder sister had guided her, guided and protected her. Her elder sister was a peerless genius and had become a great universe lord of the bug race. Under her elder sister's guidance and help, she had also become a universe paragon after countless years. Countless years had given birth to feelings that transcended everything. Sisterly love surpassed everything, even her life. Her sister was the most important person in her life. No, the absolute beauty raised her head and screamed, following which her expression began to contort. The hatred in her eyes burned madly. She let out a hoarse voice filled with endless hatred. Humans, humans, I want you to die, die, die. The space around the absolute beauty immediately glowed with a pale blue light. It enveloped her, and she was immediately teleported away. Just 3 minutes later, human domain, an incomparably majestic bug clan mother nest floated in space. Large amounts of bug soldiers appeared around it. Go kill. Kill all humans. A furious ripple came from within the mother nest. Ah, howl. All sorts of strange roars could be heard. These powerful insectoid warriors roared as they streaked across the void, charging towards the vital planets in the distance. And the mother nest had already teleported and vanished. Teleportation. Lightning fast teleportation, over 10,000 light years away. Go kill all humans. The mother nest continued to give orders. Large amounts of bug soldiers howled and rushed out. The mother nest madly teleported. Every 10,000 light years, it would release large amounts of bug soldiers. These bug soldiers were mostly universe levels. A few were domain lords, and very few were sector lords. As for undying, there wasn't a single one. Kill all humans. Children, go kill them. The mother nest moved madly releasing countless bug soldiers. To a universe night queen, creating trillions of universe-level bug soldiers wasn't hard at all, and to slaughter countless planets, a few universe levels were enough. 6 minutes after she entered the human domain, the mother nest floated in space and didn't move. Everything quietened down. The large amounts of bug soldiers around it all stopped moving. Hua! A silhouette walked over from the depths of space. Milky Way leader. A piercing mad voice resounded from within the mother nest. Luo Feng slowly walked over, shaking his head and sighing, why bother? He pointed. Pung. In the distance, the void suddenly shrank and expanded. Immediately, that area of space was annihilated, including the insectoid hive and a large number of insectoid warriors around it. Everything turned into nothingness. Luo Feng shook his head and sighed. That was because the Bug Clan Queen had entered the Ganwu Universe country's territory. The moment he received the news from the virtual universe, he immediately teleported from his god country and rushed over. That Bug Clan mother nest had been constantly teleporting and changing directions. Only after it entered the human territory and wreaked havoc for 6 minutes did Luo Feng catch up. A single revenge resulted in the death of a universe paragon. This is hatred? Luo Feng sighed softly, after which he took a step and vanished from space. The space was silent and dark, almost like nothing had happened. Milky Way sacred land. The palaces rose and fell. Luo Feng returned here. Leader. The three universe supremacies at the front respectfully bowed. One of them with green antennae said, "We continuously teleported, killing all the Zerg warriors that were wreaking havoc everywhere. Many of them didn't even make it to the planet and were killed by us. However, there are still 369 life planets where all the humans have died. Of these 369 planets, there are still 102 that have been completely destroyed." Luo Feng nodded. He couldn't help but sigh within. Over 300 life planets of humans. There were probably over 1 trillion of them. In just a blink of an eye, they were all dead. Even though to the entire human race, with the generations of normal humans reproducing, the death of so many didn't mean much to them. However, they were after all still living beings. Maybe amongst them, geniuses like Rong Jun, or even beings like Luo Feng. Even though the chances were small, but now, they were all dead. There are so many revenge attempts. Luo Feng thought. There are so many who hate us humans. In the recent months, ever since the Allied army had lost a large number of universe lords, some of them were from the pinnacle races. However, most of them were from other races. The stronger races usually only had 1 or 2 universe lords. And the leader of the race, to the other knights, was like a father, a mother, a teacher. Some who couldn't bear with the hatred in their hearts immediately came to exact revenge. There were also some who forcefully endured their hatred for the sake of their clansmen. They endured for the sake of their clansmen. Fight the humans? How do we fight? Our Northern Border Alliance is already so weak. Our alliance leader has long abandoned us. Right now our races are weak beyond compare. Even if we add up all the universe lords, we won't even be able to kill the Milky Way leader alone. Still fight? On an ordinary barren planet, there were many divine power avatars gathered for a discussion. They didn't dare to come with their true bodies, afraid of being wiped out by the humans. How can we not take revenge? The hatred is huge. My 2 brothers are dead. They accompanied me for countless years, leading the race with me in this vast universe. And now they're both dead. They were my most important family, my most important companions. I can't wait to rush into the human race and kill them all. But in the end, if we go to the primal region or the Milky Way sacred land, we won't be able to kill anything. We'll just lose our lives. If we just kill some ordinary humans, the human race can reproduce after a few decades. It won't affect us at all. If we go, we're just venting our anger. We have to live. We have to live for our race. But I can't accept this. I can't accept this. I can't accept this. Races like the Chu Su race have lost their universe lords. They're all busy fleeing for their lives. They're even more unwilling. But what can we do? Back when we were strong, the humans suppressed us. But now, many of the smaller races have left the alliance in fear. How many universe lords are left to fight the humans? Especially the strongest solitary experts. They've all seen that the situation isn't looking good and left the alliance. As for the remaining few universe lords who dare to fight, once the human army comes, just the willpower impact alone will cause a large number of them to fall. How many of them can still stand and fight the humans? The surviving divine power avatars of the lords of the universe of the Northern Frontier Alliance fell silent. How tragic! Many of the smaller races left the alliance because they couldn't afford another loss. The strongest solitary experts also left because there was no hope. As for the rest, which of the bug race, demon race, machine race, and so on would dare to fight the humans? Who would dare? Even if their hatred reaches the heavens, so what? I don't know how many races hate the humans, but it's destined that the human race will truly dominate the entire primal universe. No one can stop them. Not one. This was the 2nd chapter. There was still a 3rd chapter. To be continued. If you like this work, please come Chidian. Come to vote for me. Your support is my greatest motivation. Chapter 1436. No one could stop humanity's march to supremacy. In the primeval universe, humanity was destined to reach the true pinnacle. The insectoids, automatons, and other races would have to look up to humanity. This was publicly acknowledged. AI, a 3-headed giant black wolf, appeared in space, looking at a planet of life. There were many demonic life forms on the planet. Whoosh, a ripple swept across the entire planet. The beasts that were either hunting, mating, or sleeping on the planet all vanished into thin air. They were directly transported into the world ring, the last planet of life. The giant black wolf, surrounded by black light, teleported into the divine nation and vanished. A moment later, in the void not far away, it appeared out of thin air. Not far in front of it, a huge flying beast emitting endless flames floated there, emitting endless pressure. It was as if the stars in the distance were trembling. Sovereign, I've brought all the demonic life forms on the vast planetary region I'm in charge of, the Regis Immortal Level Black Wolf respectfully said. Immediately after, the world ring on one of its claws flew out and flew towards the flame bird in the distance. The flaming bird responded, "Go to the Fey Forefathers' secret realm to gather." Yes. The giant black wolf responded respectfully and teleported away. Soon, one immortal emperor demon after another brought their world rings to the flaming bird. After a long time, all life in the first planetary region is here with me. The flaming bird sighed. Migration, a great migration. I didn't think we demons would have to migrate too. We're destined to leave this galaxy that nurtured us demons. Hua! It turned and teleported into the divine nation, disappearing. The entire demon race was undergoing a great migration. From the two Fey forefathers to the ordinary beasts of countless planets, they were all taken away. Although the beasts reproduced very quickly, and only 1/10 of them were needed to reproduce to their current scale, they were still of the same race. Naturally, they were all taken away. From now on, we'll leave this place for our new home. The giant sawtooth beast floating in space spoke in a low voice. Dream Tea, have you swept through that vast planetary region? All I did was show myself, and all the alien races in that vast area fled. The giant silver snake said slowly, however, are we really going to stay in such a remote place? Even if it's a remote place, we'll be lucky if the humans don't hunt us down, the saw-toothed beast said in a low voice. How dare they? If he doesn't even give us the last piece of territory, then we'll just kill. We'll keep killing. We won't let this human have an easy time. The huge silver snake roared. In the primeval universe, everyone could only unleash peak-type 6 strength. Therefore, if any of the strongest solitary experts really went crazy, it would be a headache for the P clans. It's precisely because we have the 2 strongest experts that we can continue living in the primeval universe. I believe the humans won't force us any further. After all, we've already given up our most precious core territory. Let's go. The saw-toothed beast was a little sad. Let's go to our new home. The silver snake glanced behind it. In the end, they all disappeared into thin air, leaving this territory. The demon clan migrated, bug clan migrated, automaton clan migrated, prison clan migrated, crystal clan migrated. The entire universe had a total of 6 pinnacle clans. The reason why they were able to become the pinnacle clans was because their territories were extremely rare treasures in the primeval universe. Of course, in comparison, the crystal clan and prison clan territories were slightly weaker. However, they were still much stronger than many of the other clans. The 5 pinnacle clans migrated, obviously admitting defeat. As for the North Border Alliance and other clans that didn't even have the strongest experts in the universe, they automatically migrated, retreated, etc. The more powerful one was, the more territory one would occupy. Most of the clans in the primeval universe were smart. Virtual universe, Thunder Island Peak. Many thrones surrounded a round table. Luo Feng and the primeval city leader sat beside each other, and their thrones were naturally bigger. The other universe lords' thrones were of a similar standard. This naturally formed position, there was no need to force it, everyone had their own plans. One had to know that Luo Feng had personally killed a true god. And not just one. One had to know that even the primeval universe's willpower recognized Luo Feng as the strongest in the universe C. One had to know that the deaths of the hundreds of universe lords were all caused by Luo Feng. All of this led to Luo Feng's current position. Everyone, the primeval city leader surveyed his surroundings, full of smiles, demon, automaton, crystal, prison, bug. These 5 clans have all migrated, leaving their territories. And the other random clans in the primeval universe, none of them have the guts to enter these 5 territories. These 5 clans know when to advance and retreat. The Ice Peak leader, who is usually a cold person, was also smiling at this moment. If they don't know when to back off, then it will be our army that will attack. The current allied army. The Void Gold Lord smiled indifferently. Even if we join forces, without the Lone Warrior's help, they won't be able to withstand a single blow. The human universe lords all spoke. They had long known of this news, and when they first found out, they were all extremely excited. At this time, they were already very calm, not losing their composure, just that they were still very excited. This time, with so many universe lords dead, their hatred towards us humans is extremely huge. Darkness Lord said solemnly. Even now, there are still Undyings and Universe Knights who have come to seek revenge. Even though the impact is small. From this, we can see the hatred the other races have towards us humans. From my point of view, we should get rid of those who pose a threat. The other peak clans also have the strongest of the universe. Right now, we have reservations, but if we really don't give them a way out, the strongest of the universe will probably fight it out with us. The debate continued. However, very quickly, they decided on a plan. Occupy the original territories of the bug race, demon race, automaton race, etc. Let the human race flourish. Also, there are many strong clans from before. Some of them were vassals of the peak clans, some were alliances, but now that they have declined, they don't have the right to occupy their original territories. Occupy these territories. Let us humans reproduce and grow everywhere. The primeval city leader was full of passion. Humans began to move. They moved batches of humans that originally lived in the universe secret regions or in god countries to the territories of the demon race, bug race, etc., as well as the original territories of the other strong clans. One had to know, those strong clans each occupied a small territory, but added together, it far exceeded the 5 great clans. Actually, just by looking at the number of lords of the universe, one could tell that the 5 great clans added up to about 100, but those strong clans had hundreds of lords of the universe. The territories of those strong clans were slightly more remote, and the chances of geniuses being born were low, but their territories were vast. As this spread out, it could be said that the speed at which humans produced elites and geniuses instantly increased by more than 10 times. The various powers of the cosmic sea had actually been paying attention to the movements in the primeval universe. Back then, the allied forces of the primeval universe had instantly lost so many lords of the universe. It had indeed shocked the various powers of the cosmic sea. They were shocked and even a little afraid. They also thought that it was very likely the work of humans. But if humans could kill the allied forces and the Purple Moon Alliance, a total of hundreds of lords of the universe, they naturally could wipe out the other powers of the cosmic sea. The demon race, automaton race, and other clans have all retreated. Those strong clans are all much weaker, and they have also retreated or their territories have shrunk. Humans have rapidly expanded, taking over large territories. It can be said that half of the treasured lands in the primeval universe belong to humans, and the other half belong to the human vassals, large numbers of idle clans, and the other 5 clans. Humans in the primeval universe will definitely be invincible. This is something that has never happened in any of the previous reincarnation eras that I know of. Even the God-Eyed clan has never been as invincible as the humans. Luckily, the humans have no enmity against the powers of the cosmic sea. Luckily, we cannot provoke these humans. The powers of the cosmic sea were all very wary. From now on, the primeval universe will enter a brand new era, the human era. The primeval universe had indeed entered the human era because no one dared to go to the realm beast lair the dusk lands, the entire cosmic sea entered a period of peace. The main focus of the major powers was on the realm of Gene. They worked hard in the realm of Gene to obtain inheritances and treasures. And the humans, too, were constantly reproducing and growing stronger. In a vast starfield, on a planet, there were many peculiar living beings. When the white-robed Luo Feng appeared, walking on the grass plains. Father God! Father God! In the distance, silhouettes flashed past, and in an instant, 6 silhouettes appeared. Luo Feng smiled as he looked at the 6 silhouettes before him. These 6 weren't tall. They were like human children, their entire bodies glowing with flames. These 6 children were the 6 life forms created by the endless dark ocean during the creation process. Through the many experiments and creations, naturally many life forms were born. Humanity had a large amount of territory this time. Luo Feng had carved out a starfield that was previously occupied by a powerful race, allowing the life forms he created to live. These life forms were naturally very close to Luo Feng. They were willing to die for him without any hesitation. Father God! Father God! How long will you be staying here this time? The 6 children happily ran around Luo Feng. Luo Feng smiled. I'll be staying here for a few years. He also liked these lives from the bottom of his heart. After all, he was the one who created these 6 children. He thought of the red boy from Earth's mythology. So he created these 6 children who could control fire. At that time, he had just casually created them, but they were, after all, lives. Ah! The 6 children cheered. Luo Feng smiled as he rubbed the children's heads. Even though the life forms he created were very strong, like these 6 children, they naturally reached universe level. Their weakness was that they couldn't reproduce on their own. Just like the race created by the 9 Underworld Lord, they couldn't reproduce on their own. Suddenly Luo Feng felt something. Turning, a silhouette appeared in the distance. It was the similarly white-clothed Su Exin. Mother God! The moment the 6 children saw her, they immediately cheered and ran over. Today's 3 a.m. ended. Tomorrow should be 3 a.m. as well. Asterisk, to be continued. If you like this work, please come to vote for me. Your support is my greatest motivation. Chapter 1437. The 6 children surrounded Su Exin, all of them crying out happily. Su Exin teased them too. Luo Feng smiled as he watched. A long time ago, with his help, his wife had already broken free from the bindings of the eternal body and possessed another body. And after such a long time, Su Exin had long become an undying. It was just that after becoming an undying, she no longer had any motivation to train. Actually, with the treasures Luo Feng provided, with just a bit of effort, Su Exin could become a universe knight without a problem. However, Su Exin herself didn't put enough effort into her training. I knew you would come to this star field. After checking your coordinates, you are indeed here. Su Exin let the 6 children play by the side, after which she walked over to Luo Feng. The 6 children knew the father and mother gods wanted to talk, so they didn't disturb them. Luo Feng nodded. They are my creations, they are my children. I've come to see them. You sure have many children, other than the flesh and blood life forms. There are energy and plant life forms. Su Exin teased. It's a pity. Luo Feng sighed softly. They can't reproduce. The life forms you create, just by casually creating them, they can easily reach universe level. Su Exin couldn't help but say, if you intentionally, the life forms you create can easily become sector lords. If they can reproduce, then where would the other races in the universe, even if space to live? They'll all be taken over by your life forms. Luo Feng nodded. He understood too. While he could easily create powerful life forms, these life forms didn't have the ability to reproduce. Luo Feng's mind flashed with inspiration. Su Exin looked at his expression and immediately knew what he was thinking of. After a while, Luo Feng revealed a look of glee. What's up? Su Exin asked. I've thought of it. Luo Feng was incredibly excited and expectant. What's going on? Su Exin couldn't help but ask. Luo Feng's eyes gleamed. Me and the 9 Underworld's Lord, We both have the talent to create. We can create life forms. However, even though the life forms we create are strong, they can't reproduce. Because to make life form reproduce, it's much more complicated and difficult. These few years, my god body's improvement has stagnated. It's hard to improve. I don't even know how to continue. Now I've thought of it. Life multiply, Luo Feng said excitedly. I want to create a life form that can reproduce. This is very difficult. I need to study the composition of life more thoroughly. I believe that the moment I study it more thoroughly, it will definitely help my god body improve. Even in the ancient civilization, there were very few whose god body reached 90,000 times and became a true god. Even though the Duandong River had records of the god energy pathway, Luo Feng had already reached 60,000 times. Any higher, most of the methods were useless. Some might be useful, but there was no way to use them. Recently, Luo Feng had actually been stuck in a bottleneck. He could only bury his head and study the life structures of the true gods. However, at this time, he had found another way. While studying the life structure diagram, he could also create life that could reproduce. With these two methods working together, his success rate would definitely be greatly increased. The path of divine power had reached 90,000 times, and it was a lot more difficult than becoming a void real god. As such, the amount of time required was also extremely long. 100 million epochs was merely an instant. At the start of the Gene World's third era, the Allied Army and the Purple Moon's Sacred Lands warriors were all massacred. This shocked all the powers in the universe. The Allied Army automatically disbanded and retreated. The Purple Moon's Sacred Land also disappeared without a trace and no longer provoked the humans. The humans swiftly expanded and occupied close to half of the primal universe, beginning a great era of development. In the sixth era, the god-eyed race's first true lord obtained a mechanical treasure. When the news spread, it made the various powers in the universe jealous. They all increased their efforts in the universe working hard to obtain the mechanical treasures. However, to obtain the mechanical treasures, one had to first be in a special army. This made many powers unable to do so. Otherwise, those powers that used treasures to exchange for military merits would have long exchanged for mechanical treasures. In the seventh era, Luo Feng and the first true lord met in the universe The first true lord of the god-eyed race challenged Luo Feng. This was because he found out from the three elder gods that Luo Feng was recognized by the primal universe's laws as the strongest. Regarding this, the first true lord didn't believe it. There were no spectators in this battle, just Luo Feng and the first true lord. One had to know that before Luo Feng rose, the first true lord was already the first true lord of the universe not counting the suppressed primal ancestor. Now that he acquired the god energy ignition technique and the mechanical treasures, his battle strength was unimaginably strong. This battle, no one in the outside world knew the results. They only knew that this battle happened. After this battle, the god-eyed race immediately became friendly with the humans. The first true lord also became good friends with Luo Feng. The outside world didn't know, but Luo Feng was clear. In truth, that battle was a draw. In terms of frontal attacks, the first true lord of the god-eyed race had the advantage. However, Luo Feng's divine body had the advantage. His close combat and dodging advantage was even greater. The two were evenly matched. Of course, if they fought for a long period of time and used up his divine body, Luo Feng would definitely win. However, the god-eyed true lord could easily use his absolute palace to leave. Hence, the two were indeed evenly matched. Plus, the threat of the world beast shrouded the hearts of all the warriors. Hence, Luo Feng and the first true lord only exchanged pointers. Both of them understood that, when dealing with the world beast, both of them were extremely useful. I can easily kill a true god. However, against someone like the first true lord with the god energy ignition technique and the mechanical treasures, I can't really handle it. Even if I use one thought void, I probably won't be able to defeat him. I can only suppress him. Luo Feng thought. He didn't use the Wu Yu Yi in that battle. because the Wu Yuyi's one thought void was used to bind the enemy. The God-eyed true Lord's frontal attacks were already strong. Even if he was bound, he would still be stronger than Luo Feng. The God-eyed true Lord didn't even dodge. Even if he was bound, he still wouldn't dodge. Hence, using one thought void would only make the first true Lord look even worse. 12th Era. Planet Bay Chi 2 acquired the mechanical treasures. In the following years, the true gods of the universe worked hard. A portion of them fell, and some of the stronger ones gradually acquired the mechanical treasures. After going through the training of the army, the experts of the cosmic sea clearly began to shine. The potential, comprehension, and other aspects of the experts of the cosmic sea were clearly much stronger than those of the other experts. During the 91st Era, there was a joyous event that made Luo Feng extremely happy. His teacher True Yin finally broke through and became the new Universe Lord. This was the third Universe Lord ever since Luo Feng received the inheritance of the Duandong River. In the 103rd Era, the human race would occasionally give birth to a master of the universe. However, there had never been a new, strongest expert. In this era, the second strongest expert in the universe had finally been born, real God Peng Gong. Peng Gong's master actually broke through to become a true god. This was indeed out of the expectations of the outside world. It also shocked the human warriors, because the primal universe's willpower had purposely allowed the three elder gods to keep their mouths shut. This caused the news of Luo Feng being the strongest in the universe to spread, especially the battle between the first true lord and Luo Feng. No one knew the result. The first true lord didn't deny Luo Feng's identity as the strongest. From then on, it seemed even more true. Every race thought Luo Feng should be humanity's second true god. Even if it wasn't Luo Feng, it should be Primal Chaos's junior, Darkness Lord. Who would have thought it wasn't Luo Feng or Darkness? It was the low-profile Peng Gong. 3402 Era. Luo Feng, who had been studying the life structure diagram to create life forms that could reproduce, finally succeeded in creating the first life form that could reproduce. It naturally looked like a human. The life forms he created were very weak. Even when they matured, they were weaker than the humans of Earth back then. However, at least they could reproduce. This was the first time Luo Feng had a breakthrough. In just 3 eras, his god body broke through. First, it went from 60,000 times to 69,000 times. Following that, it broke through again until it reached the new bottleneck of 72,000 times. In the 13,000th era, a new master of the universe was born among the Earthlings, Hong. Hong was a low-profile absolute genius that was overshadowed by Luo Feng. Under the guidance of the ancient civilization, he only spent 10,000 eras to become a universe lord. If not for Luo Feng, he would definitely be considered humanity's pinnacle genius. And at this time, humanity's universe lord count had reached 32. Earth now had 2 universe lords, Luo Feng and Hong. As for the universe lords, there were a total of 9, including Thunder God. 39,000 Era. Huyan Bo was absorbed into the core of the Virtual Universe Company. Under the guidance of the ancient civilization, he finally stepped into the ranks of the universe lords. Actually, without the ancient civilization, those who could become emperors and officials were all very talented, especially for a lone wolf like Huyan Bo. He didn't have anyone to guide him. Even some of his techniques were created by himself. His talent was already high now that he had the guidance of a strong warrior and the ancient civilization's help. Breaking through was normal. After all, the probability of a universe lord appearing among the human race was too high. Just like the large group of warriors who had been stuck at the pinnacle of emperors, with the help of the ancient civilization's inheritance, there were many warriors breaking through in the past 10,000 years. This caused the number of human universe lords to exceed 50,000. 39,800th Epoch. Luo Feng received news from Babata that traces of demonic hand Emperor Salop had been discovered. This shocked Luo Feng. This demonic hand emperor killed Huyan Bo back then. After Luo Feng became stronger, he personally killed the demonic Hand Emperor. He didn't expect the demonic Hand Emperor to still be alive. However, Hu Yanbo, who had revived long ago and became a universe lord, personally went to kill Salop. Actually, the reason why the demonic Hand Emperor was exposed was because the human race was too strong. The human race occupied half of the primeval universe's core territory. Also, the vassals of the human race, the other races of the Great Alliance, occupied more than half of the primeval universe's remaining territory. It could be said that the formless influence of the human race covered the entire primeval universe. Even though Salop hid far away, many warriors recognized him back then. He was still discovered by a human warrior who was adventuring outside. He was quickly confirmed to be Salop. The demonic Hand Emperor had died long ago. This was public knowledge. How could he still be alive? When the news spread, it naturally attracted Luo Feng's attention. However, this time, it was Hu Yanbo who went to kill Salop. It was rumored that there were many twists and turns. It took more than 3 years before Hu Yanbo finally killed Salop. To be continued. If you like this work, please come to Chidian. Come to vote for me. Your support is my greatest motivation. Chapter 1438. The 53,000th era, Luo Feng's son Luo Hai finally became a universe knight, also the third in the Luo family. Even though Luo Feng had 2 sons, Luo Ping too didn't put much effort into his training, relying on treasures, etc., to become an undying. As for Luo Hai, even though he was crazy about it, he had too few setbacks. After all, his father Luo Feng had given him too much help. Even if Luo Feng didn't do it intentionally, there would always be warriors who would try to get on his good side, or give him face, etc. This caused Luo Hai to have too few setbacks. Plus, even though his talent was strong, it was far from Luo Feng and Hong's dazzling talent. Even with so much help, training to the Universe Knight level is probably the limit. Luo Feng evaluated to become a Universe Lord, unless a miracle happens. Absolute geniuses weren't so easily born. Over the long period of time, the Luo family's population had reached a shocking level. Naturally, there were many geniuses like Luo Hai. There were already 2 who became Universe Knights. However, these so-called geniuses didn't even enter Luo Feng's eyes. From his point of view, even with such good conditions, becoming a Universe Knight was probably the limit. Without so many conditions, without the ancient inheritances, the top 3, including his own son Luo Hai, would probably only become undying. Finally, in the 91,000th era, the Luo family finally produced an absolute genius, called Luo Zhen'enai, a truly shocking genius. He originally had no position in the Luo family, a punk who lived on an exiled planet, and rose swiftly, finally attracting Luo Feng's attention. Luo Feng tested him a little, and was immediately overjoyed. The Luo family's territory, along with some of the more desolate lands of the universe, was probably comparable to a Ganwu universe country, finally producing a genius that caught his eye. Luo Feng immediately accepted this Luo Zhen'enai as his disciple. This was also his first official disciple. As the strongest warrior of the universe C, actually the upper echelon of humanity, the other universe lords, along with the primal chaos city leader, etc., all advised Luo Feng to accept disciples. Many powers within humanity wished to send their own geniuses to Luo Feng. However, Luo Feng wasn't in a rush. Plus, the birth of an absolute genius was already hard, hence he dragged it on. This time, Luo Feng officially began accepting disciples. However, Luo Feng's requirements were strict, probably no less than the primal chaos city leaders. Like his own son Luo Hai, Luo Feng didn't even accept him. One could imagine how strict his requirements were. The 91,200th era, Luo Zhen'enai became a Universe Knight. This was because Luo Feng had extremely strict requirements for his foundations. Otherwise, he would have broken through long ago. 30,000 eras. The human race in the original Hell race's territory produced an absolute genius Huiqiao. He rose amidst the savagery, incomparably dazzling, causing many human universe lords to fight over him, wanting to take him as a disciple. Finally, Luo Feng appeared and took him as his second disciple. With Luo Feng's appearance, the other universe lords naturally didn't fight anymore. Even Hua Qiong himself was excited and became Luo Feng's disciple. Actually, to Luo Feng, primal Chaos City leader and true god Pengong who stood at the pinnacle, their current positions were very high, so there was no need for them to accept disciples to consolidate their power. The reason why Luo Feng accepted him was because he saw Hua Qiong's talent. He felt that Hua Qiong was a rare successor to Senior Jie Fanzi. Hua Qiong was also very proficient in the law of water and law of fire. From Luo Feng's point of view, Jie Fanzi's ultimate technique was definitely of an extremely high level. Furthermore, with him personally teaching it to Hua Qiong, coupled with the fact that it was compatible with Hua Qiong's talent, Hua Qiong would definitely have great accomplishments. In the 1,910,000th era, the human race produced their third true god, the Darkness True God. The Darkness True God had finally broken through to become a true god. This was within the expectations of the human race, and also within the predictions of the large powers of the Universe C. However, they were curious, why hadn't Luo Feng broken through yet? In the 92,200,000 era, Luo Feng created yet another race, a race that could reproduce. This race could also be considered part of the human race. Luo Feng purposely created human flesh and blood life forms. After all, he was a human himself. Naturally, he researched on such things. As long as this race matured, they could reach Star Traveler level. It was considered very outstanding. Being able to create and reproduce life. This breakthrough allowed Luo Feng's life structure diagram to quickly improve, breaking through consecutively. His life genetic level went from 72,000 times to 79,000 times, and then to 83,000 times, finally stopping at the bottleneck of 85,000 times. Time passed. Over the long period of time, the large amounts of undyings, with the help of the ancient civilization, became universe lords in large amounts. At the same time, many of them broke through to universe lord level. This caused the number of universe lords to constantly grow. It was just that the number of true gods increased very slowly. In the 100 million era, humanity produced the fourth true god, Huangjian True God. In the 700 million era, humanity produced the fifth true god, Qingdong True God. A million eras after Qingdong broke through, Luo Feng's second disciple, Hua Qiong, actually broke through too, becoming the sixth true god of the human era. Miracle! Hua Qiong became Luo Feng's disciple later than his first disciple Luo Zhen'ai. Luo Zhen'ai became a universe lord first, and Hua Qiong became a universe lord right after. Who would have thought that after 700 million eras, Hua Qiong would become a true god? This caused a commotion in the universe C, as his disciple had become a true god, yet his teacher Luo Feng still hadn't become a true god. In the 12th era, humanity produced the seventh true god, Ice Peak True God. Ice Peak Leader also finally became a true god. In the 19th era, humanity produced the eighth true god, Dragon Travel True God. Dragon Travel Leader, the ancient universe lord that followed the ancestor, finally broke through too. Actually, this batch of old universe lords, even without the ancient civilization inheritance, could become universe lords. Right now, with so much help, there was a high chance of them becoming a true god. As for the later generations, those that relied on the ancient civilization's guidance to become universe lords, in terms of potential, they were slightly weaker. The first 10 billion eras were considered humanity's explosive growth period. The long years of accumulation before, in this 100 eras, had an unprecedented explosion. As a result, the number of masters of the universe among the humans skyrocketed to 239, and the number of strongest experts in the universe skyrocketed to 21. This explosion of 10 billion eras was completely due to the huge amount of accumulation before, hence it was able to explode in such a short period of time. Similarly, it wasn't just humanity that entered the explosive growth period. The other powers in the primeval universe and the powers in the universe C too entered the explosive growth period. After all, the ancient civilization inheritance was indeed very helpful. It was just that their inheritance wasn't as much or detailed as humanity's, and they didn't have as many treasures as humanity's. After all, Luo Feng's position in the gene world was second only to the godly emperor. Many treasures were sent back to his race. Even so, like the demon race, their universe lore numbers had already exploded to 51, and their true god numbers had reached 4. There were originally 2. The bug race, their universe lore numbers had reached 32, and their true god numbers had reached 2. The automaton race, their universe lore numbers had reached 39, and their true god numbers had reached 3. The prison race, their universe lore numbers had reached 78, and their true god numbers had reached 4. The crystal race, their universe lore numbers had reached 49, and their true god numbers had reached 5. As for the Hong Alliance, the tribes that were originally vassals of the humans, they had experienced another great expansion. Although the humans had deliberately suppressed and slowed down the development of the vassals, the number of universe lords that the humans had previously been vassals had been in the hundreds. Now, the number of universe lords had skyrocketed to 1,220. There are also 7 true gods. Actually, the Hong Alliance's other races only had 1,220 universe lords, and that was already due to humanity's suppression and the gene world selection. The entire universe C, because of the ancient civilization, experienced a huge explosion of growth in the first 100 eras. The first and second eras, even though they couldn't produce any more true gods, they still produced a large number of universe lords. These new universe lords naturally advanced wave after wave, attacking the gene world time and time again. This was because Luo Feng held the highest authority in the gene world. Even though there were many races that challenged humanity's authority, Luo Feng quickly punished them within the gene world. Hence, no one dared to challenge humanity's authority anymore. In the following years, the development of all the powers in the universe C clearly slowed down. After all, the accumulation of countless eras before had completely exploded in the 10 billion eras. Just like the humans, they completely relied on newly born geniuses to produce strong warriors. Luckily, the human territories were large enough. If the previous 10 billion eras were considered explosive growth, then the subsequent trillion eras weren't even as much as the 100 eras. The 1,600,000,000,000,000 eras. Humanity had produced its 23rd true god, Hong. Earth's absolute being, second only to Luo Feng, had finally stepped into the ranks of true gods. This also attracted the attention of all the major powers in the universe C. What they were concerned about was how Hong's brother, the most influential human in the universe C, and the strongest in the universe C, Luo Feng, was still a universe lord. The race I created can reach the star level upon reaching adulthood. My life's genetic level has already reached 89,999 times. Just a little bit more. This is just a thin line. Luo Feng understood how difficult this step was. Don't look at 89,999 times and 90,000 times. It seemed like there wasn't much of a difference. In terms of strength, there didn't seem to be much of a difference. However, it was a fundamental leap in life itself. Luo Feng had been stuck at this step for close to 1 trillion eras, unable to break through. And in these trillion eras, Luo Feng's 3 moves proved that he was definitely the strongest in the universe C. It also made all the other powers tremble. Universe Lord, the strongest in the universe C. Then once he became a true god, how powerful would he be? 1630 billion eras, the universe C finally had 2 true gods working together, heading towards the world Beast Layer's Dusklands for the first time. This was the 2nd chapter. There was still the 3rd chapter today. To be continued. If you like this work, please come to Chidian. Come to vote for me. Your support is my greatest motivation. Chapter 1439. Of the 2 true gods heading to the realm Beast Layer, Dusklands. One was Hong, who had just become a true god 30 billion epochs ago. The other was the pupil demon god from the first reincarnation era of the cosmic sea. The two of them could only be considered ordinary amongst the true gods of the cosmic sea, but they had two things in common. One was that they both had mechanical treasures on them. Two was that their wills were extremely strong. The two of them rode on a true god warship towards the Dusklands, but were attacked by realm beasts at the borders of the Dusklands and had to flee in fright. In the cosmic sea, within the vast primal chaos currents, other than the four great danger zones, there were other dangerous places. Of course, some have been opened up by true gods as their residences. For example, the Sea of Enlightenment was one such place. The Sea of Enlightenment was originally called the Golden Sand Sea. True gods did not fear it, but they did not dare to rampage through it. However, after true god Ju-He's strength improved greatly in the Gene realm, he swept through the Golden Sand Sea and even placed a palace in the middle of the Golden Sand Sea, making it his residence. Be careful. Teacher is about to invite the other 7 peak experts of the cosmic sea. Don't slack off. A universe lord with a pair of copper horns on his head looked down and ordered the group of universe venerables. Yes. The universe paragons were extremely respectful. The bronze horn master of the universe nodded. Go and prepare. The universe paragons immediately dispersed, at the same time secretly transmitting to each other, incomparably excited and expectant. True God Ju, he was a solitary true god. In the second reincarnation era, although he had kept a low profile and cultivated for a long period of time, his strength was absolutely powerful. There were many special races and life forms attached to him. This time, because he had to receive the other 7 super experts, True God Ju, he had specially transferred some universe supremacies from a small cosmos over to be attendants. The other 7 overlords are about to arrive. We actually have the qualifications to meet the 7 overlords of the cosmic sea, including me and teacher. That's 8 overlords. They're about to arrive. The universe paragons were anxiously waiting. After a long time, 2 beams of light flew over at shocking speed and very quickly arrived. God's Eye, Bei Qi, you two actually came together. A barefooted, fiery-skinned god spirit walked out of the palace. He strode in the air, and with every step he took, there would be strange flaming flowers spreading. There were small golden horns on his head, and there were dozens of them. His 6 eyes shone with green light. The others are not here yet. The 2 of you are the first to arrive. I believe the others will be here soon. Ju, he personally welcomed them. The 3 of them chatted as they entered the palace. After God Eye, True Lord and Star Lord Bei Qi arrived. Lord Skeleton also arrived. Next was the 9-headed Demon Master. Boom! 3 majestic streams of light flew over from afar. Lord Skeleton, God Eye, Star Master Bei Qi, 9-headed Demon Master, and the host, Real God Ju-He, came out to welcome them personally. The 3 flowing lights in the distance transformed into 3 figures. One of them was a human man in a golden robe. He had a faint smile on his face, and there was a strange golden light flickering in his eyes. The other was an evil-looking middle-aged man. His face was pale, and there were black inscriptions on his face. He exuded a devilish charm. In the middle of the 2 of them was a man in a seemingly ordinary white robe. He looked around, and his eyes contained unbelievable magic power. Just by looking at him, even Real God Ju-He, God Eye True Lord, and the others could not help but tremble. These 3 were the most powerful people in the cosmic sea. Primal Chaos City Master. He was the representative of the 2nd largest power in the Primal Chaos universe, the Ancestor God Sect, and also the 9 Nether True Lord who had an undying body. And the 3rd was the publicly recognized #1 expert in the cosmic sea and rumored to have immense power in the Gene world. Milky Way Overlord. Primal Chaos, 9 Nether, Milky Way, we're just missing you 3. The other 5 welcomed them. The power structure of the cosmic sea had completely changed. The ancient civilization had greatly increased the chances of a true god being born, and only the primal chaos universe could give birth to a true god. Therefore, the strongest power in the cosmic sea was the primal chaos universe era. The first and second reincarnation era added together could not compare to the primal chaos universe era. As for the two sacred lands, against realm beasts, they relied on true gods. And the two sacred lands didn't have any true gods that could be used. They had long been eliminated. Right now, there were many true gods. Humanity ranked first, Ancestor God Sex second, Space Beast Alliance third. This was the ranking within the primal chaos universe. To be able to become a true god within 1,000,000,000,000 eras, most of them had already become universe lords back then, like the demon, bug, automaton, etc. Because Luo Feng had killed over 200 universe lords in the Gene world, this batch of universe lords had all become universe lords without the inheritance of the ancient civilizations. And after going through the selection process, they were all elites. Because they were killed by Luo Feng, the remaining universe lords of the demon and bug races were like cats and cats. Naturally, the number of true gods that were born were extremely few, and the Ancestor God Sect and Space Beast Alliance didn't suffer any losses. There were many true gods. Actually, the number of foreign races in the Great Alliance was already high. In theory, there should be many true gods. However, after the Allied army disbanded, the biggest threat to humanity was actually the foreign races in the Great Alliance. These foreign races had over 100 universe lords, while humanity only had about 20. The difference in strength was too huge. Naturally, humanity had to suppress them. In these 10,000 eras, humanity mostly suppressed the foreign races in the Great Alliance. If they weren't suppressed and allowed to develop, humanity probably wouldn't have the ability to restrict them anymore. It was because of this suppression and control that the foreign races didn't dare to have any thoughts of betraying them. They could only respect the humans as their masters. To deal with the world beast crisis, one had to rely on the strongest warriors. After all, there were only so few true gods in the cosmic sea. They couldn't rely on numbers to win. They could only rely on quality. Hence, over 1,000,000,000,000 eras, relying on the rewards and training in the Gene world, the cosmic sea had produced 8 publicly acknowledged pinnacle beings. They were the strongest 8 in the cosmic sea. The first was the god, true Lord, who had been known as the #1 for a long time, from the first reincarnation era. The second was the strongest of the bone race. The bone race and god race had fought for an unknown period of time. The Bone Lord's encounters in the Gene world weren't small either. His strength grew rapidly and was now comparable to the god, true Lord. The third was Star Lord Bei Chi back then. Star Lord Bei Chi often gave lectures in the Black Pattern Pillar. He was a very respected and extremely strong warrior. These were the 3 from the first reincarnation era. The fourth was true god Juhi. The fifth was 9-headed demon lord. These 2 were the strongest of the second reincarnation era. They were both special life forms. Obviously, these special life forms had very high positions in the cosmic sea. Like Mountain Guest, he had always been low-key and didn't participate in any battles. Even though everyone knew this old man was strong, no one knew exactly how strong. Naturally, he wasn't one of the 8 overlords. The 6th was 9, Nether True Lord. He had limitless godly strength and made countless warriors envious. The 7th was the primal chaos city leader. During the Universe Lord era, he was already extremely dazzling. After becoming a true god, after a long period of training, especially with a good disciple like Luo Feng, the detailed ancient civilization inheritance, the primal chaos city leader's strength had reached an extremely high level. The 8th was the Milky Way leader. Luo Feng's strength still made many powers in the cosmic sea suspicious. Because Luo Feng was merely a universe lord, yet he had the cosmic sea's #1 power. One had to know that the other true gods all knew how to ignite their godly strength techniques and mechanical treasures, yet they still couldn't beat Luo Feng. If 1,000,000,000,000 years ago, God True Lord had fought Luo Feng, then now, the other 7 overlords had all admitted publicly that they weren't Luo Feng's match. Obviously, after a trillion eras, even though Luo Feng hadn't broken through, his strength was much stronger than before. In the center of the endless, swirling sand ocean, within the resplendent palace, around a crystal round table, there were 8 thrones. On the table, there were many exquisite fruits and wine from the various reincarnation eras of the cosmic sea. Luo Feng and the other 7 sat down. Your human's true god illusory heart and the first reincarnation era's, i.e. demon god, have both gone to Duskland. The red-skinned, true god Jew, he opened his mouth and naturally spat out flames from his nose and mouth. Milky Way, primal chaos, you should know quite a bit about Duskland. The primal chaos city leader nodded. Hong and Tong. These 2 true gods are extremely proficient in hypnotism. In terms of willpower, they're extremely proficient too. When the 2 of them carefully reached the edge of Duskland, very quickly they were attacked by 3 realm beasts simultaneously. Hiding in the battleship would naturally be fine. However, the moment they left, the 3 realm beasts roared simultaneously. Just the formless soul attacks, even though they could defend against it, Hong and Tong were still in great pain. Following that, the 3 realm beasts attacked simultaneously, instantly heavily injuring the demon god. The 2 of them immediately retreated. Firstly, the realm beast soul attacks are extremely strong. They have to have extremely powerful soul treasures. Even so, it's still very painful. You have to know that their willpower surpasses the true god level. The Chaos City Master said solemnly. Secondly, the realm beast's power is very strong. It's completely above the 2 of them. Moreover, it's just an energy attack that heavily injured the pupil demon god. They haven't really fought yet. The energy that the realm beast uses is different from our divine powers. The realm beast's energy will crazily destroy our divine powers. Of course, at the same time, the realm beast's energy will also gradually disappear. Luo Feng nodded. Right, it's like the complete opposite of God energy. Back then, Luo Feng felt this energy from the vast Thunderstar Lord. Now, the realm beasts were using this energy. This was also why, even with the mechanical treasures on him, the demon god was so quickly heavily injured. Because the demon god and Hong both had ordinary god bodies, they couldn't withstand the exhaustion. To deal with the realm beasts, normal true gods won't be able to. God, true Lord, shook his head. And we don't even know how many of them are left. Tomato, please recommend me. It's Monday. Recommendation votes are very important. To be continued. If you like this work, please come to Chidian. Come and vote for me. Your support is my greatest motivation. Chapter 1440. Star Master Bei Qi nodded. Currently, we know too little. Firstly, we know that realm beasts are proficient in soul attacks. And secondly, realm beasts possess a power that is the complete opposite of divine power. In the end, although the realm beasts were killing each other, when we appeared, they immediately joined forces to deal with us. For instance, demon god and real god Huan Xan were attacked by 3 realm beasts at the same time. Luo Feng and the others nodded. He originally thought that the realm beasts were killing each other and were extremely hostile towards each other, but now it seemed like it was only an internal animosity. When faced with an external enemy, they would still join forces. If that's the case, the 9 Nether True Lord shook his head. It will be hard to defeat them one by one. Luo Feng said, Hong and Tong, they are proficient in hypnotism. Their willpower is at the void level. Many of the true gods of the cosmic sea have reached the void rank due to the tempering of the realm of Jin. However, there are still quite a few at the true god level. The will of a true god will most likely be at a disadvantage. In the cosmic sea, there are some words that could not be said. For example, a void real god would not be able to say or transmit any information that was related to a void real god, or even more profound information. It's mainly because we know too little about realm beasts, the 9-headed demon master said anxiously. What kind of tricks do they have? How many did they have? Real god, Jew, he nodded his head. Moreover, it won't be too long until the end of this reincarnation era. It'll probably end in another few trillion epochs. God, I true Lord, said anxiously. According to the guidance of the primeval universe's will, we must deal with the world beast before this era of reincarnation. Otherwise, it will be too late. The threat of the realm beast made all the experts of the cosmic sea anxious. Even though Luo Feng and the God-Eye clan had some conflicts in the past, they could still be on good terms. With a common enemy, the small gaps between them would naturally be smoothed over very quickly. I think we should go to the world beast nest again, the God-Eye true Lord said solemnly. Yes, we should go again, and this time, we should find more information. Real God Jew, he said anxiously. We have to figure it out so that we can be prepared. Only when we are prepared can we make a plan. Over the past trillions of epochs, the cosmic sea had mainly absorbed the benefits of the primordial civilization legacies. For example, cultivating some ancient secret arts. For example, obtaining a mechanical treasure and researching how to control it. In short, the powerhouses of the cosmic sea had almost reached the limit of their strength. For example, God-Eye True Lord, Lord Skeleton, Lord Nine Nether True Lord, and the others could no longer improve. Even if they were given another reincarnation era, the increase in their strength would probably be negligible. Since it was difficult to increase one's strength, realm beasts would continue to grow stronger as time passed. Then it was time to fight. Our cosmic sea should form a team of true gods. The primal Chaos City Lord also nodded. Head towards the realm beast nest and search for more detailed information so that we can make an accurate attack plan. Firstly, this batch of true god troops must be strong enough. Secondly, this batch is very dangerous, and there's a risk of death. We cannot let a single failure shake the foundation of the cosmic sea. Everyone present nodded. No one knew how great the threat in the Duskland was. If the 8 overlords were to be sent there at once, and if more than half of them died, even if they managed to find out more detailed information, what could they do? After all, the 8 overlords were the strongest pillars of the cosmic sea. I'll lead, Luo Feng said. The first reincarnation will produce one true god, the second will produce another, and our primal universe will produce 2 more. This way, we'll form a small team, including me, a total of 5. Meaning, including Luo Feng, the primal universe would actually send out 3. Actually, this was normal. Because in terms of a number of true gods, the number of true gods in the primal universe far exceeded the first or second reincarnation by 3 times. All right, the Milky Way leader actually agreed to lead. This exploration matter definitely won't be a problem. The Milky Way leader will definitely be able to find out everything. True God Ju He, God-Eye True Lord, Lord Skeleton, and the others were all excited. The strongest in the cosmic sea was Luo Feng. If he couldn't even find out anything, who could? Luo Feng only nodded. He was the universe lord, with many bodies. Even if he lost one, he could swiftly recover. After all, over 1 trillion eras, his willpower had long reached the eternal true god level, and his training in the God-Eye technique was extremely high too. Plus, his god body was huge. His strength was already the strongest in the cosmic sea. Why would he fear the world beast nest? God-Eye True Lord, Juhi, you two go back and discuss. Your 2 great reincarnation eras, each find a true god. Their willpower has to be strong enough. Luo Feng said. Definitely. No problem. To be able to go with a Milky Way leader, I believe many true gods will agree. God-Eye True Lord and Jui nodded. Actually, over 1 trillion eras, as Luo Feng's strength grew stronger and stronger, especially with the God-Eye technique, just as gaze alone could make the other true gods feel fear, everyone naturally respected Luo Feng. And they were clear, the moment Luo Feng became a true god, who knew how strong he would become. During this gathering, with a preliminary plan to deal with the world beast, the 8 overlords quickly split up and left. Luo Feng, primal Chaos City leader, and 9 Nether True Lord all flew towards the primal universe. 9 Nether, Luo Feng said. This time our primal universe still has to produce 2 more true gods. your ancestral god sect, and the Space Beast Alliance. Each send one. Is that all right? No problem. 9 Nether True, Lord nodded. In terms of numbers, the ancestral god sect and the Space Beast Alliance too had many. However, you have to be careful this time. 9 Nether True, Lord reminded. After all, that's the world beast nest. That's something that even the primal universe's willpower has to use so many methods to deal with. Right. The primal chaos city leader emphasized, don't underestimate the world beast. Don't forget the huge axe from before. Luo Feng nodded. I know. This time I'm going to send my Masha clansmen. Naturally, there won't be any mistakes. Only then did the primal chaos city leader nod and relax. The Masha clansman was an energy life form. It had no soul, hence soul attacks were useless. Plus the fact that Luo Feng had also reached the second level in terms of energy life form genetics. The Masha clansman was also over 100 million km tall. With such a huge body, it was unknown how much stronger it was than Hong and the pupil demon god. Naturally, he wasn't afraid. This time, Luo Feng pondered. Once the 3 great reincarnation eras have chosen, I'll have to find my teacher again. Luo Feng knew too. Those true gods were from different races. To get them to voluntarily go would probably require some time. When the Universe Ocean had a plan to head towards the world beast nest in the distant pinnacle world core region, Duskland. Hua hua hua. Black mist surged at the edge of the land of endless dusk. A long time ago, there wasn't so much black mist in the land of dusk. However, as time passed, the aura emitted by the land of dusk became more and more terrifying and intense. Rumble. A black light immediately rushed out of the Duskland's edge before slowing down and stopping. It was a huge monster that emitted a jet black light. It had 2 ferocious heads, each with a single eye, a nose, and a mouth. It also had a pair of arms and a pair of legs. Its entire body was naked, and it emitted a monstrous, evil aura. Its single eye swept its surroundings. Simultaneously, its black skin had black blood flowing out. With a glance, there were at least 10 wounds. The head in front of it suddenly opened its mouth and stuck out its tongue. Like a huge stream of light, it swept across its body and quickly licked every wound. All the blood that flowed out of the wound was sucked dry, and the wound quickly healed and healed. Bei, this black, ugly monster let out a low roar. I'm the final king. I'm the king. The ugly monster roared unwillingly. You've only taken advantage of me. That's why you're stronger than me. If you want to kill me, eat me, just wait. It won't be that easy. Last time, 2 delicious delicacies entered the nest. It's a pity those 3 trashes were useless. Those 2 delicacies actually escaped. The ugly monster muttered softly. Bei, I can't beat you in the nest. However, to increase my strength, other than eating others of the same species, I can also eat those delicacies. I can go to the world of those delicacies and constantly eat them. I'll become stronger. When I return, I'll definitely be stronger than you. My brethren in the nest are all crafty and won't be easily eaten by you. The delicacies in the outside world are much easier to eat. When I return, I'll definitely be even more powerful than you. When the time comes, I'll eat you, then eat everything else. I'll be the final king. Whoosh! It transformed into a streak of light that shot towards the endless waves. There was a large ship floating within the waves. As the black streak of light flew towards it, 2 towering figures instantly flew out from the ship. Respected kings, King Zhenjia and Elder God Dragonrock said respectfully. The ugly monster came to a halt, then stared at the 2 true gods. After carefully inspecting them for a moment, it suddenly transformed as well, transforming from the ugly monster into a tall, humanoid creature with an enormous tail. Clearly, it was mimicking some of the traits of King Zhenjia and Elder God Dragonrock. At the same time, the creature it transformed into emanated an aura of divine power. Doesn't it look like one of your brethren? The realm beast growled. It does. King Zhenjia and Elder God Dragonrock hurriedly replied. Whenever the 2 of them saw a realm beast, no matter which one it was, they would call it king. Anyway, these realm beasts were all crazy, none of them willing to submit to the other. I need to know detailed information about the cosmic sea. Detailed information about all the warriors in the cosmic sea. The realm beast growled. Tell me. King Jinjia and Elder God Dragonrock exchanged glances. Was this realm beast heading to the cosmic sea? The two of them immediately grew excited. These past few years have been too stifled. With the death of Vast Thunderstar Lord, Luo Feng's only enemies were the two of them. Plus Luo Feng's reputation made it so that they didn't dare to head to the Gene realm. If they didn't go there, there wouldn't be any ancient inheritances, nor any mechanical treasures. Hence, they've always been here. To be continued. If you like this work, please come Chidian. Come to vote for me. Your support is my greatest motivation. Chapter 1441. The current universe, C, is much stronger than before. That's because of the appearance of the fourth forbidden land, Gene World. King Zhenjia's voice was like metal clashing. Gene World is a world left behind by the ancient civilization. There are many powerful beings from the ancient civilization, true gods, and even higher beings there. There are many ancient civilizations' inheritances and mechanical treasures too. The various powers of the universe, C, have all ventured deep within, training and acquiring treasures. Their strength has risen shockingly, of which we have to be careful. Milky Way leader Luo Feng. Milky Way leader Luo Feng? The world beast gazed at the two true gods. This Milky Way leader, what's his background? He's a human warrior from the primal universe era, a universe lord. King Zhenjia said, Ha ha ha, a universe lord, such a weak delicacy. You guys actually want me to be careful of him? The world beast laughed madly. He had no reason not to laugh. He was a world beast, an absolute life form of the universe C. Even though he was only at the nurturing, true god level, he wasn't someone a universe lord could lose to. Ancestor God Qiu Yin said, Respected king, you must not underestimate this Milky Way leader. Back before the Gene World appeared, Vast Thunder Star Lord was killed by him. Vast Thunder was killed by him? The world beast paid more attention. The three true gods that were enticed by them to join the world beast side were all quite strong. A universe lord that could kill a true god. And this was only back then. When he entered the Gene World, it was rumored that he had a huge encounter. Ancestor God Qiu Yin said hoarsely, He once caused the Allied army and the Purple Moon's sacred lands hundreds of universe lords to fall in an instant. Even though no one has proof, in the trillions of eras later, those that provoked humanity in the primal universe were similarly punished. The various powers of the universe, C, all believe. Milky Way leader Luo Feng has immense power and authority in the Gene World. King Zhenjia said, Also, the primal universe laws have leaked information. Milky Way leader Luo Feng is the strongest in the universe C. He's a universe lord. He's the strongest in the universe C? The world beast was even more shocked. This is publicly acknowledged. In the trillions of eras, he's fought many times and always suppressed those that dared provoke him. Ancestor God Qiu Yin said, It's because of his strength that we don't dare go to the Gene World. He was currently only a lord of the universe. Once he became a true god, he would definitely be even more terrifying. As long as you can destroy him, no one in the entire cosmic sea will be able to stop you. The realm beast was silent. From underestimating him at the start to remembering this name now, Milky Way leader Luo Feng, the strongest expert of the cosmic sea, the realm beast thought to itself, I, Morosha, will not fight you head-on. I will first devour more delicious food, and when I become stronger, I will come and see how strong you are. Let's see if you are as strong as Beidi. At this time, this world beast Morosa had already determined that Luo Feng, whom it had never seen before, was second only to Beidi as an opponent. Beidi was its greatest opponent in becoming the final king, and Luo Feng was the biggest obstacle in its path to devour all the delicacies in the universe C. First kill and eat this food called enhi, then eat everything in the cosmic sea that is edible, then come back. Vedi, if I come back only to find you killed by other realm beasts, then I will be too disappointed. Tell me the map of the cosmic sea. The realm beast Malasa looked down at the two true gods. After a while, after gathering enough information and gaining a detailed understanding of the cosmic sea, realm beast Morosha finally left the lair of the realm beasts, the land of dusk, by itself and headed towards the cosmic sea. Primal universe. In a vast expanse of space, a white-robed man appeared. Walking in the darkness of space, he headed straight towards a bright red star. This was a star that had already reached the end of its path. Within the star, flames revolved around it, yet it emitted endless coldness. A broken ship floated amidst the flames, the coldness repelling all the flames. An old man was sitting there with his legs crossed, not moving at all. He was stroking a stone in his hand. The stone had long since become extremely smooth from his touch. Teacher. In the distance, a white-robed man walked amidst the flames, quickly reaching the bow of the ship. Be it the flames or the coldness, they were unable to affect him at all. The old man opened his eyes, looking at Luo Feng, heading to the realm beast nest. Ichim. Luo Feng nodded. Right now, the warriors of the cosmic sea have mostly reached their limits. Even after 1 trillion eras, it would be hard for their strength to increase. And the realm beasts are constantly raising their strength. We feel that we can't delay any longer. This time, my Masha clansmen will lead a small team to scout out the area. Knowing the situation, we'll be able to deal with it. Teacher, you instructed me before to come here before heading out. Luo Feng too sat cross-legged, facing Mountain Passenger. Facing Mountain Passenger. Luo Feng always felt that this Mountain Passenger teacher seemed to be covered by a veil, making it hard for him to see clearly. Firstly, let me tell you, Mountain Passenger said directly, back then the primal universe will borrow the 3 elder gods to release some information, some true and some false, like the universe boat was created to deal with the realm beasts. That's a complete joke. Luo Feng thought within. Teacher, your meaning is the primal universe will's words can't be trusted. No, Mountain Passenger said, killing the realm beasts is indeed beneficial to you. The existence of the realm beasts is to destroy. They will destroy all the small universes, hence you should indeed kill them early on. Luo Feng creased his eyebrows. Then teacher, you mean, I want to tell you, firstly, these realm beasts are extremely terrifying life forms from the cosmic sea. Mountain Passenger said seriously, really, they're very terrifying. The entire cosmic sea has a primal universe, and the realm beasts are its enemies. And your countless life forms are merely born from the cosmic sea. Just comparing life forms, who can compare to it? Luo Feng couldn't help but nod. Its life form was indeed incomparably noble. Of course, I'm referring to the 1 billion realm beasts that fight until the last one survives. That's the truly noble and terrifying one. Mountain Passenger said, right now, there's still many of them, hence the threat of any one of them shouldn't be something you can't defend against. At the same time, these realm beasts are so noble. Naturally, they have incomparably high intelligence. Mountain Passenger said, do you know when the cosmic sea is the least threatening to the realm beasts? Luo Feng was curious. The least threatening? The primal universe. Mountain Passenger laughed. The least threatening is the primal universe. Teacher, you mean? Luo Feng's eyes lit up. He somewhat understood. Mountain Passenger laughed loudly. If the realm beasts attack any small universe, they'll be retaliated. Whether it's the 2 sacred lands or the many small universes, they'll all incur the frenzied retaliation of the strong. However, only by attacking the primal universe. The primal universe itself has no way to defend against it. Even though it nurtures countless life forms, even though it seems to have limitless power, it can't actively attack. It can only passively endure the realm beast devouring. The primal universe's source energy can be said to be boundless. Even if the realm beasts are stuffed to death, they won't be able to eat it all. At a certain point, the primal universe will even actively destroy itself, turning into the source energy, making it impossible for the realm beasts to attack. Mountain Passenger said, however, the primal universe's evolution, birth, and destruction are all controlled by formless laws. It's not something that can be destroyed just like that. Before it's destroyed, the realm beast would devour a lot of the primal universe's source energy, causing it fundamental damage. If all of you warriors work together, the realm beast can completely abandon you and focus on dealing with the primal universe. After all, that's its main meal. Luo Feng's eyes lit up. He understood. So, Mountain Passenger laughed. The primal universe's source energies will light. Rumble, rumble. The surrounding space-time was faintly trembling, and a powerful pressure was spreading and shaking. Luo Feng surveyed his surroundings. The star flames around the broken ship were twisting and trembling, as though they could be extinguished at any time. No need to worry. Mountain Passenger laughed. The primal universe's source energy, everything has to follow the most basic laws. As long as you don't challenge the laws, it can't harm you. It can only rely on other warriors, and in the cosmic sea, who can deal with you now? Luo Feng shook his head. These words are fine in front of other warriors, but in front of my teacher, I don't have that confidence. No. Mountain Passenger shook his head. The primal universe's source energy is right. You are indeed the cosmic sea's number one. Regarding the realm beasts, the primal universe's source energy lied, hoping that you guys will fight and kill. Mountain Passenger said, actually, to the high and mighty primal universe's source energy, what does your life and death have to do with it? It nurtures life after life from the reincarnation era. Life and death. It's a part of nature's development. It doesn't care about your life and death. Even if all of your clans are destroyed, it's just a small matter. To it, its source energy is the most important. After all, once it's damaged, who knows how many reincarnations it'll take to recover. That's why, don't become its blades so easily. Mountain Passenger said, you have to learn how to gain benefits from it. Benefits? Luo Feng creased his eyebrows. The primal universe's source energy has already agreed. Inheritances, treasures, even releasing the ancestors, they're all fine. What kind of benefits is that? Mountain Passenger shook his head. What treasures, etc. To it, it's just some of the countless treasures from the past. Whatever it doesn't need, it'll just give it to you. As for releasing the ancestors, that's no threat to it. Luo Feng asked, then what benefits should I get? The greatest benefit, Mountain Passenger emphasized, merging your consciousness with the primal universe's source energy, personally feeling the destruction and birth of the primal universe. It's almost like you're the one destroying the primal universe, then allowing it to be born again. Merging my consciousness with the primal universe's source energy, feeling the destruction and birth of the primal universe. Luo Feng was stunned. Just thinking about it was unbelievable. Tomorrow morning, he had to wake up and head out. He had to sleep immediately. Tomorrow's update would be at night. To be continued. If you like this work, please come Chidian. Come to vote for me. Your support is my greatest motivation. Chapter 1442. The primeval universe is not something the smaller universe can compare to. Neither can the gene world. Mountain Passenger looked at Luo Feng. Every cycle of it contains the ultimate mysteries. Even if I wanted to enter the origin energy, the primeval universe wouldn't let me. It would rather release its ancestor than let you obtain such a great opportunity. However, between the threat of the world beast and the opportunity, I believe it will make the best choice. Mountain Passenger smiled at Luo Feng. Actually, I envy you. It's a pity it's useless. Luo Feng was suspicious. This Mountain Passenger's words always had a deeper meaning. His current achievements, the inheritance of the Dongdong River, and the titled mission of advancing to the world were all things that exceeded Mountain Passenger's expectations. This also allowed him to possess an extremely terrifying strength. Teacher, Luo Feng suddenly said seriously. HM. Mountain Passenger looked at Luo Feng. You created the flame god race, created my earth race. Luo Feng suddenly said, I wonder why? Your disciple has always been suspicious. Teacher has treated your disciple well. As long as you instruct me, your disciple will naturally do his best. Mountain Passenger looked deeply at Luo Feng, after which he laughed loudly. Luo Feng, look around. Mountain Passenger pointed. Luo Feng surveyed his surroundings. The broken ship was surrounded by flames that were avoided by the cold air. These flames were all trembling. A formless pressure enveloped the area. That was the pressure of the primeval universe's willpower. Obviously, the willpower had already descended. It was enraged by Mountain Passenger's words, but it had no choice. With the willpower enveloping, there are some things I can say, and some things I can't say even if I wanted to. Mountain Passenger looked at Luo Feng. Just like in the cosmic sea, I can't say anything about the inheritances beyond true God. Luo Feng nodded. It's not that I don't want to say, it's that I can't tell you now. Mountain Passenger said softly, this concerns the ancient civilization, concerns the cosmic sea's biggest secret. I can only tell you when the time is right. What's the right time? Luo Feng asked. I'm very satisfied with your strength, but now isn't the right time. Mountain Passenger shook his head. No need to ask. Even if you do, I won't be able to tell you. Luo Feng pondered. Involve the ancient civilization? Is it related to the biggest secret of the cosmic sea? Yes. He had long determined that the mountain traveler was related to the Gene Nation. Then I'll be waiting for your instructions. Luo Feng said. Remember this. The mountain traveler said, don't underestimate the realm beasts. It was wise of you to use the Masha clansmen to enter the realm beast's lair. Your strength is not at its peak yet. The other real gods had already reached their limits. It will be difficult for them to break through. But once you become a true god, there will be a period of time when your strength will increase. So, don't bet everything on it now. Wait until you become a true god. At that time, you will be at your strongest, Mountain Passenger reminded. Luo Feng was shocked within. Hearing his teacher's words, he didn't think he could wipe out the group of world beasts yet. Go! Remember, be careful. This is the most dangerous battle in the cosmic sea, Mountain Passenger said. Yes. Luo Feng stood up, bowed, and left. A short while later, inside the Ancestor God Palace in the Ancestor God's secret realm, dressed in a white robe, Luo Feng strolled in. The guards at the entrance didn't stop him. They naturally recognized Luo Feng. The three elder gods had instructed the Milky Way leader to enter at any time. The three of you. Luo Feng walked into the palace. His gaze swept around. The three thrones were occupied by the three elder gods. Trillions of eras had passed. The three elder gods had already become true gods. After all, the three of them were chosen to be elder gods. Their talents were already extremely high, and they were favored by the origin wills, with so many true gods emerging in the primal universe. If the three elder gods weren't true gods, wouldn't that be a joke? My request, I believe the origin wills already know. Luo Feng said. The two-faced elder god sighed. You insist on making that request? Even though I don't know the details of your request, it's obvious the origin wills aren't happy. You still insist? Yes. Luo Feng nodded. Unhappy? What do the origin wills being unhappy have to do with him? The origin wills suppressed the ancestors. The entire human race was unhappy. Just like what Mountain Passenger said, there was no need to be afraid of the origin wills. The origin wills had to follow the rules. Even against the world beasts, Luo Feng and the others had to deal with them. Actually, when one's consciousness entered the primal universe, it was like becoming the primal universe itself. After destroying the primal universe would be born. It sounded mysterious. However, Luo Feng wasn't someone who would believe whatever Mountain Passenger said. After all, for one's consciousness to enter the primal universe grounds, one had to at least create a god body to enter the primal universe grounds. The moment the primal universe was destroyed and simultaneously wanted to kill Luo Feng, he could completely attack the god body and destroy his soul. Therefore, this request was actually dangerous. The reason Luo Feng agreed was because of the East Broken River's three absolute arts, Undying River. Once he became a true god, he would definitely master Undying River and leave behind some blood as a backup. Even if he really met with the primal universe, he would still be able to revive. Of course, this was only the worst-case scenario. The origin wills had to follow the rules. Since he didn't provoke it, he shouldn't be killed. Of course, to feel the primal universe's destruction and birth, he had to wait until the end of the reincarnation era. Only then would the primal universe be destroyed and born again. It definitely couldn't be destroyed because of Luo Feng. And Luo Feng himself hadn't even become a true god. He wouldn't wish for the primal universe to be destroyed. Since you insist. The old ancestor god looked at Luo Feng below. Even though the request is harsh, as long as Milky Way leader you really kill all the world beasts and prevent the primal universe from being harmed, the origin wills will not only release the ancestor, it will also agree to your request. Of course, that request has to wait until the end of the reincarnation era before it can be fulfilled. Whatever the origin wills agree to, it will naturally be bound by the origin laws. It definitely won't lie. The old ancestor god said. That voice resounded with a mysterious, ancient ripple that enveloped the entire hall. Naturally, it affected Luo Feng too. I believe. Luo Feng nodded. The three great reincarnation eras of the universe, had to choose a vanguard to venture into the world beast nest. This was extremely dangerous, hence there was naturally all sorts of wrangling. Why must I go? Why can't I go? I'm a hope of my race. The moment I fall, my entire race will be finished. Internal discussions, compromises, etc. It would probably take a few years or even longer before a final decision could be made. This was within Luo Feng's expectations. And compared to 1,000,000,000,000 eras, a few years was simply too short. There was no rush. Just as the universe was discussing the selection, the world beast Mo Luo had already quietly left the pinnacle world. Why? This is the chaos energy flow. In the nest, there isn't such an abundance of chaos energy flow. It's everywhere. A tall, towering, golden-colored giant with a tail stood in the midst of the chaotic airflow. He wore a simple and unadorned armor, and the lines of his body were so perfect. His blood-red eyes flashed with a fierce light. The world beast surveyed its surroundings. Its current form was a common one in the universe. Moreover, it had a godly energy. At first glance, one would think it was a warrior from one of the universe races. Shio! The world beast opened its mouth and fiercely inhaled. Immediately, large amounts of chaos energy rushed madly into its mouth. In an instant, the surroundings seemed to have become a black hole. Large amounts of chaos energy rushed in continuously. After swallowing for an entire day, it finally stopped. How comfortable! Even though it can't compare to the endless pleasure of swallowing other punks, at least I can swallow whenever I want. The world beast Mo Luo was very satisfied. Even though the pinnacle world had chaos energy flow, it was so thin that it was almost negligible. It's just that swallowing this chaos energy flow increases my power too slowly. So, the world beast Mo Luo took a step forward and immediately began to teleport. It began to wander around the universe. It had the universe map provided by King Zhenjia and ancestor god Qiuyan. Naturally, it wasn't afraid of getting lost. Moreover, every single world beast had an incomparably strong connection with each other. Even if they were lost, they could still find other world beasts. It wandered about in the universe. Half a month later, the golden and majestic world beast Mo Luo swung its tail. It stood in the void and looked at the huge universe in front of it. The diameter of the entire universe was 100 million light years. How big was it? Woo, too delicious. The world beast Mo Luo's blood-colored eyes were filled with passion and madness. It stared at the distant universe. Its tail was swinging crazily. Clearly, it was extremely excited. I can sense the universe origin of this universe. How delicious is that? Just sensing it makes me tremble. The world beast, Mo Sa, was incomparably excited. It had devoured other world beasts before. It could be said that it was an absolute enjoyment. But at this moment, just sensing the delicious aura emitted by the small universe's origin energy made it hard for it to control itself. This was definitely not inferior to the pleasure of devouring other realm beasts. Devour. Devour. The realm beast Malasa was howling in its heart, but its intelligence allowed it to endure everything. So, small universes are actually this delicious. According to the two servants, there are many small universes in the cosmic sea, including the Sacred Land universe and the Primeval universe. I am still very weak right now. The resistance of a small-scale universe's origin source is the weakest, so my devouring speed is the fastest. To devour the Sacred Land universe would probably take much longer. Devouring the Primeval universe would probably be the slowest. However, the origin source of the Primeval universe is inexhaustible. According to the map of the cosmic sea, this small-sized universe in front of me is a very ordinary true God's small-sized universe in the first reincarnation era. The biggest threat is the Galactic Lord. As for this real God, it was very ordinary. Let be my first delicacy. The realm beast Malasa pondered for a moment. It felt that the master of the small universe in front of it should be a pushover, so it decided to start devouring him. To be continued. If you like this work, please come to vote for me. Your support is my greatest motivation. Chapter 1443. In the endless chaotic void, realm beast Morosha stood in the void. The presence of God power from before had dissipated and turned into waves of evil black air currents. Waves of black air currents surrounded realm beast Morosha. At the same time, rays of black light with realm beast Morosha as the center drew arcs and covered the small universe in front of it. Hua, 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 hua. Rays of black light, with the realm beast as the source, were constantly emitted, drawing arcs and extending to the entire small universe. At first, those rays were still clearly visible, but after extending for hundreds of millions of light years, they gradually became blurry and even disappeared, as if they had become one with the void. Ooh! Realm beast Morosha's body trembled slightly. He couldn't help but close his eyes and show an expression of enjoyment. Hua hua hua, rays of bright light moved along those arcs from 100 million light years away, and then merged into the source, realm beast Morosha's body. Ah, this is the taste of the universe source? It's so delicious. Realm beast Morosha was extremely happy. If Beidou knew, he would probably come out immediately. There are only so many small universes in the cosmic sea. It won't take long to devour them all. I have enough time to return to the nest. I'm too smart. Haha, I definitely can't let them know. Otherwise, I won't be able to enjoy these delicacies alone. Realm beast Morosha devoured as much as he wanted. Rays of bright light that were even more colorful than the rainbow moved along those arcs and entered realm beast Morosha's body from 100 million light years away. Eat, eat, eat. Devour as much as he wanted. Morosha even hated himself for being so weak. If he could eat all the other realm beasts and become the final king, he would probably be able to devour this small universe much faster. According to the information of the two servants, this small universe is a small universe called True Lord Firebug from the first reincarnation era. It was a very normal true god in the cosmic sea and wasn't one of the top 8 experts. Realm beast Morosha understood that if he ate the universe source, he would definitely be discovered by True Lord Firebug. This was True Lord Firebug's small universe. It was his foundation. Once the small universe was destroyed, although he wouldn't die, he wouldn't have any hope of transcending reincarnation, and his power would weaken. All the other beings in the small universe would die. Within this small cosmos, the Firebug race was not as dazzling as the Holy-Eyed race and the Bone race in the first cycle. They only had one true god. Within this small universe of the Firebug True Lord, there were many planes within, of which The core plane had large numbers of undyings, universe knights, universe lords, and the only true god, the highest existence of the firebug race, the firebug true lord. The most eye-catching ancestral hall was where the firebug true lord was. Phew! In the depths of the ancestral palace, the firebug true lord was sleeping. While sleeping, it could comprehend and improve the fastest. The ancestral hall was completely silent. No one dared to disturb them. Finally, the firebug true lord rank opened its eyes. Its hundreds of claws supported its body, and its body was covered in a layer of gray armor. The firebug true lord rank's face was full of wrinkles, and one eye was filled with uneasiness. It had never felt this before. The source of the small universe. The firebug true lord rank soon found the problem. The origin of the entire small universe. The origin that maintained the existence of the entire small universe. The origin that contained the most mysterious power at the core was actually weakening, as if something was devouring the energy within the origin. This speed was very fast. However, how big was the small universe? Although the small-sized universe's origin source was constantly being devoured, it would not affect it much for 3 to 5 minutes. At this rate, the small-sized universe's origin source would be completely depleted in 8 to 10 days, and the entire small-sized universe would collapse. No, definitely not. Anger surged in the firebug true lord rank's heart. Why is my small universe's source being lost? What's the reason? No true god has ever encountered such a thing. The firebug true lord rank suddenly paused. He thought of it. Trillions of epochs ago, shortly after the fourth danger zone, the realm of Gene, had appeared, the primal of the primeval universe had publicly spoken through the 3 elder gods about a terrifying existence, a realm beast. At that time, it said that this world beast could destroy and devour everything. Could it be a world beast? The firebug true lord rank was stunned. The world beast is devouring my small universe? The firebug true lord rank was frightened. Although he had many powerful moves, those who became true gods were all extraordinary. He was just an ordinary one. He didn't even have a mechanical treasure. After training in the world of Gene for 1,000,000 eras, he ran out in fear. Of course, he also obtained 3 supreme treasures. I've never heard of a world beast appearing in the cosmic sea. Could it be that I'm its first target? The firebug true lord rank panicked. He then calmed himself down and carefully sensed. Boom! Waves of universe origin energy surged outside the membrane of that huge small-scale cosmos. The powerful universe origin energy surged outwards, and soon it sensed the existence of this strange energy. It's in that direction. Lord Rank instantly turned his head and looked in a direction. His eyes seemed to see through the ancestral palace and beyond the universe. All universe lords, come quickly, Lord Firefly yelled. The voice rang in the ears of every firebug race lord of the universe in the small cosmos. Immediately, they rushed toward the ancestral hall. Using teleportation, in less than 10 seconds, all the universe lords arrived outside the ancestral hall and flew toward it. The firebug race's universe lords all flew in. Primogenitor. The 13 lords of the universe were extremely respectful. These were the true bodies, avatars of the 13 lords of the universe who had survived the realm of Gene. At first, the major factions had entered the realm of Gene, but now, most of them had left. You should know of the world beast's existence. The firebug true Lord Rank looked down. The firebug race's universe lords looked at each other. I don't have much time to say. I suspect that the realm beast has already been born and is right outside my race's small-sized cosmos. It's currently devouring our small-sized cosmos source energy. The firebug true lord said anxiously. This news immediately frightened the group of universe lords below. The firebug true lord Rank ordered, Chamion, you have an energy avatar that doesn't fear soul attacks. Send your avatar out, and I will send you to the cosmos membrane. After you go out, just teleport in the direction I sent you and search carefully. This is a moment of life and death for the firebug race. We can't be careless. Yes, Lord Charmian immediately replied. I will find out even if I die. At the same time, Lord Charmian's other avatar was teleported outside the cosmos membrane by the firebug True Lord Rank. That direction was where Lord Rank sensed the strange energy gathering. Lord Charmian, who was completely black and had two purple horns on his head, quickly came out of the cosmos membrane and saw the endless void outside. Whoosh! He immediately teleported in the direction firebug True Lord Rank came from. Teleporting again and again, he searched carefully. Although there were many curves, the primordial chaos void was so vast and filled with primordial energy that he couldn't see them clearly. What a weird feeling. The more Lord Cha-Mian teleported, the more suffocating he felt. It was as if he had entered another world of darkness. However, he didn't know that World Beast Morosa was using its innate ability to devour the source. He was within the range of those curves, and the closer he got, the more terrifying the pressure he felt. That's the direction. The more pressure he felt, the more accurate he was. Finally, Master Chaemon's dark body appeared in the void. He looked ahead and saw many curved lines connecting to a point in the distance. Each curved line was shining brightly, and a large amount of light seemed to be flowing along the curves to the source. That's... Lord Cha-Mian saw a small dot in the distance. It was a tall, muscular, and golden humanoid creature with a tail. The creature opened its red eyes and looked over. Fragile yet delicious food. The creature in the distance saw Lord Jia, and Lord Cha-Mian confirmed it immediately. The primogenitor's senses were right. It is devouring the source. It should be the world beast. Lord Cha-Mian was not afraid. He had come here prepared to die. Even if this clone died, he would only lose some energy at most. Boom! Suddenly, a beam of black light descended and enveloped Lord Chaimun. A powerful devouring power acted on Lord Chaimun's body. No! Lord Cha-Mian's divine body was instantly set on fire. He used the first secret technique, divine power ignition, to resist. But after a few seconds, he was completely devoured. It's just a lord of the universe. It's too weak. The so-called strongest person in the cosmic sea, the Milky Way overlord, is just a lord of the universe. Even if he's 1,000 times stronger than this little guy, I can kill him in an instant. Maybe the races in the cosmic sea are weaker than I thought. World Beast Morosa's eyes were filled with madness and greed. In the ancestral hall of a small universe, the primogenitor is the world beast. The source of that direction is the world beast. The world beast was completely golden. It was extremely tall and had a tail. With it, as the center, it gave off rays of light that extended into the void. I feel that those rays of light are continuously devouring the source. Master Cha-Mian said anxiously, my doppelganger burned his god power crazily to resist it, but was engulfed by one of its zigzagging light beams. The firebug True Lord Rank was shocked. World Beast. It really is him. We must notify the races in the cosmic sea. I probably can't stop it alone. The firebug True Lord roared angrily, spread the news of the realm beast appearing outside the firebug race's small cosmos to the various races of the cosmic sea. After ordering his subordinates, he immediately sent a message to all the true gods who could. Yes, the lords of the universe below also started to send a message. This time, they had to call for reinforcements. To be continued. If you like this work, please come to vote for me. Your support is my greatest motivation. Chapter 1444. Primal Universe Ganwu Universe Country, Milky Way Sacred Land. The current Milky Way Sacred Land was known as one of the two centers of humanity. One was the Primal Region, and the other was the Milky Way Sacred Land. As humanity was strong now, the endless dark ocean didn't need to stay in the Primal Region. Hence, Luofeng first moved it into the God Country, and then from there to the Milky Way Sacred Land. The Milky Way Sacred Land had the endless sea, the 6 true gods, over 100 universe lords, and countless universe paragons, and undying. It was also where the strongest warrior of the universe, Luofeng, was. The entire Milky Way sacred land had already expanded. Many palaces rose and fell. Some belonged to Hong, and some belonged to Huaqiong. They had already occupied close to the entire Milky Way galaxy. Huaqiong, Luo Feng, who was dressed in a white robe, walked along the void pathway. Behind him was a youth with long red hair. Although he looked like a youth, he was actually a famous super genius under the tutelage of the strongest warrior in the cosmic sea, Luo Feng, true God Huaqiong. Teacher. Huaqiong was extremely respectful. Luo Feng said as he walked, I've passed on Jie Fanzi's bloodline to you along with the Gene world's many bloodlines. Your talent is indeed extremely high. Your techniques have also reached an extremely high level. However, your willpower is obviously flawed. Right now, your willpower is only at the true God level. As a true God, such willpower is too weak. Your disciple understands. Huaqiong said respectfully. Luo Feng exclaimed within. He and Hong were both from the Earth bloodline. Earth's warriors, as long as they were truly exceptional, their willpower would be stronger and firmer. His second disciple was lacking in this aspect. When the next era arrives, head to the Gene world. I'll arrange for you to train your willpower well. If your willpower reaches the void level, I'll begin teaching you willpower techniques. Luo Feng glanced at Huaqiong. Huaqiong was extremely excited, saying, Your disciple will definitely do his best and not disappoint you. He couldn't forget how he had become a true god and had been tempered in the realm of Gene. He believed that he was at the top even among true gods and was brimming with confidence. Facing his teacher, who was known as the strongest person in the universe, he wanted to spar with him. Back then, Luo Feng could tell what he was thinking. Luo Feng said, Use all your strength. With Huaqiong's divine power burning secret technique and his mechanical path treasures, everything was ready. Luo Feng merely glanced. Just a glance. Huaqiong felt as if time and space had disappeared, leaving behind only the terrifying eye that drowned everything in an instant. He fell to the side and fainted. When he thought back to the time when he faced his teacher, a single glance from his teacher had actually caused him to faint. Huaqiong was filled with awe and desire towards his teacher's willpower technique. Luo Feng's many disciples all knew their teacher had a powerful willpower technique. It was just that none of them had inherited it yet. According to what Luo Feng said, it's not that I don't want to teach it to you. It's just that your willpower isn't enough to train in it. What a blow to one's confidence. Luo Feng's expression suddenly changed. Teacher. Huaqiong opened his mouth in confusion. Then, his expression changed, and he said in shock, Realm Beast. World Beast. Luo Feng said slowly, It's finally here. Luo Feng raised his head. In the distance, a silhouette appeared. Following that, it turned into a beam of light and flew over. Very quickly, it landed. It was a black-haired man in a black robe. You also know? Luo Feng nodded. Big Brother and Huaqiong, the two of you follow me and head towards a firebug. We suffered a loss from the realm beast last time. Hong walked over, shaking his head and sighing. I didn't expect a realm beast to come out so quickly. It's probably because of me and the pupil demon god going over that the realm beast thought of coming out. Only after exchanging blows did we know how terrifying the realm beast was. Luo Feng, we'll have to rely on you this time. Let's take a look first. No one knows just how strong this realm beast is. Luo Feng waved his hand. Hua, a 9-level pagoda appeared. Let's go. Luo Feng led the way towards the entrance of the Star Pagoda. Hong and Huaqiong followed behind. Simultaneously, a silhouette arrived in the distance. It was the Masha clansman. Luo Feng was extremely cautious. Even though he had many treasures on him, in terms of defense, the Star Pagoda was still extremely powerful. His Ocean and Masha clansmen headed out together. Even if the Masha clansman died in battle, Ocean could still attract the treasures left behind by the Masha clansmen. God Eye. Within the chaos energy flow, Luo Feng and the others were sitting in the Star Pagoda, heading towards the Firebug True Lord. Simultaneously, Luo Feng held a communication tag. What? You can't rush over. Inhi, this realm beast appeared outside the firebug true Lord's small universe. No one knows just how many realm beasts have arrived in the cosmic sea. There may even be a few. The moment we all head over to the firebug true Lord. If other realm beasts suddenly attack my small universe, I can't rush back. That's bad. I've already sent 2 true gods from my clan to rush over. This is the first time we've discovered the realm beast. There's no need for all the powers in the cosmic sea to rush over. Luo Feng understood too. For example, his golden horned beast clone was left in the primal universe, and he could destroy it at any time, allowing the clone to reform again in the endless sea of darkness. 9 heads. All right. I'm rushing over too. Your small universe is very close to the firebug true Lord's universe. You go there first and maintain the situation. I'll rush over as soon as possible. Luo Feng communicated with another elite warrior. The 8 tyrants of the cosmic sea. Luo Feng seemed to be the leader. He swiftly contacted the others. This time, 3 of the 8 overlords were on their way. Other than the 3 overlords, there were also many other true gods. For example, there were a total of 7 true gods from the human race rushing over. Clearly, this was the first time a realm beast had appeared in the cosmic sea, so the major forces were still very cautious. The distance between the true gods and the firebug true Lord's universe was different. Some were closer, while others were extremely far. Luo Feng was from the primal universe. Naturally, he was considered very far away. After all, in the 3 great reincarnation eras, the first era's many true god universe were usually very far away from the primal universe. They were scattered the furthest away. Even the first era's universe had some that were close to each other, while others were extremely far away. Time passed. Within the membrane of the firebug true Lord's universe, the true Lord's body had more than half protruded out of the membrane. He gazed into the distance. No, damn it. The firebug true Lord was extremely anxious. He could clearly feel his universe's origin energy being constantly devoured. This was the most basic form of devouring. It was almost impossible to recover. It would require an incomparably long period of time to recover even a little. This was also why the primal universe's willpower was so afraid. What do I do? The firebug true Lord was extremely anxious. However, he didn't dare go. He didn't even have any mechanical treasures, especially after his subordinate Chamion was swallowed in an instant. This made him lose all confidence. Ancestor. Beside him, there were other firebug race lords of the universe. Ancestor. Even if the other powers rush over, they will have to rush from all over the cosmic sea. That requires time. Our universe's strongest warrior, the Milky Way leader, has to rush over from the primal universe. Within a short period of time, the Milky Way leader won't be able to rush over. The closer they are to us, the faster they can rush over. However, the ones closer to us might not necessarily come. Some of the true gods are afraid of being attacked by the realm beast. The universe lords were extremely anxious too. In space. The realm beast, Morosha, stood in the void. Rays of twisted light seeped into the endless void and devoured the origin of the small universe in the distance. So cowardly. How can that firebug not know that I've swallowed the origin energy of his own universe? He sent a universe lord to check at the start. Now, there's no movement at all. He's obviously scared of me and doesn't dare to deal with me. Haha, looks like I overestimated the cosmic sea. The races of the cosmic sea are probably very weak. The realm beast, Malasa, was extremely carefree. It was already prepared for battle, but it didn't expect that after waiting for a while, other than sending a master of the universe over to investigate, the realm beast Malasa didn't make any other moves. The firebug true lord was anxious. Firebug, I'm here. A message came. One of the firebug's claws was holding a message token. Once he received the message, he was overjoyed. Blood Orchid, you're here? I've been very worried. Some true gods are either afraid or worried about their own universe. Some didn't even come, and some came very far. Blood Orchid, my coordinates are... The Firebug True Lord was extremely excited. "I'll be there soon," the message replied. The Firebug True Lord looked around excitedly. "Blood Orchid Ancestor is coming." "Blood Orchid Ancestor?" "Blood Orchid Ancestor is here." "It's much better." Blood Orchid Ancestor is friends with the Firebug race. She's actually the first to arrive. None of the other 3 small cosmoses that are closest to us have come. The Universe Lord sighed. Only at the most critical moment could they see who was a true friend. A moment later, whoosh, a black triangular tower appeared not far away and quickly flew over. The Firebug True Lord rank immediately went up to meet it. After that, the triangular tower stopped, and a towering figure walked out. Her entire body was surrounded by countless blood-colored flowers, as if she was wearing a splendid outfit. She was the Blood Orchid Ancestor. Before the Gene Realm appeared, 3 true gods often stayed at the Black Stone Pillar. One was Star-Lord Bei Chi, one was the Blood Orchid Ancestor, and the last was Rampage Demon God. When the realm of Gene appeared, progenitor Shuel Lan naturally went there as well. After a period of training, she became even more powerful. In terms of power, she wasn't too far from the 8 overlords. If the 8 overlords are the first echelon, then she was the second. Her biggest advantage was her body. As a plant life form, the Blood Orchid Ancestor had an extremely large body. Right now, the female form surrounded by flowers was just an illusion. She stayed at the Black Stone Pillar for a long time, so her will was also very strong. Me? The Blood Orchid Ancestor looked at the Firebug race's Universe Lords, then at the Firebug True Lord, just me. The Firebug True Lord swam over and said awkwardly, "The other true gods are far away and haven't arrived yet. Milky Way Lord, 9-headed Demon Lord, and 9 Nether True Lord are also on their way." Asterisk, asterisk, to be continued. If you like this work, please come to vote for me. Your support is my greatest motivation. Chapter 1445. They're all on the way. The Blood Orchid Ancestor sighed. Then we'll wait for them to arrive, and we'll move together. Firebug pondered. He felt that after his universe source was swallowed, he would definitely be heavily injured in another 4 to 5 days, but it definitely wouldn't collapse. And he himself didn't dare to fight the world beast alone. Naturally, he couldn't let the Blood Orchid Ancestor go. Days passed one after another. To a true god, a day was a very short period of time. Usually, an epoch would pass by without them noticing. Therefore, in the past, the distance between the small universes in the cosmic sea was still very short. But at this moment, true Lord Firebug hated the distance between the small universes. If only his universe relied on the primal universe. Firebug's heart was burning with anxiety. This was the 4th day since the universe source was swallowed by the world beast. He was still outside the membrane, and there were 4 other true gods around him. Of these 4, 2 were from the first reincarnation era, while the other 2 were from the second reincarnation era. Everyone, true Lord Firebug looked around. The Blood Orchid progenitor, surrounded by the blood-colored flower, the tall and skinny bone race true god, made of bones, and the blurry figure made of water. These true gods only looked at true Lord Fireworm and did not move. Everyone, Firebug panicked. The speed at which the world beast swallows the universe source is extremely fast. Right now, my universe source has already been swallowed by half. If this goes on, even if my universe can be preserved, with such damage to the source, I'm afraid I won't have any hope of escaping the reincarnation cycle. Firebug, the few of us will go deal with the world beast. If we could deal with realm beasts, then the origin will of the primeval universe wouldn't have needed to create such a huge commotion. Firebug, let's wait for the 9-headed Demon Lord. The 9-headed Demon Lord is one of the 8 overlords. We'll listen to him. We'll probably be useless if we go, even if they had some relationship. But even Luo Feng had already planned to let the Masha clansmen die in the battle against the world beast. Obviously, the warriors of the universe, were extremely cautious and cautious. No one dared to underestimate the enemy. Firebug, you can go by yourself. Be careful and hide within the palace's treasure. As long as you don't leave the treasure, staying alive shouldn't be a problem. This time, there were a total of 3 overlords. They were the Milky Way Lord, the Netherworld Lord, and the Nine-Headed Demon Lord. The Milky Way Lord and the Nine-Nether True Lord were from the primeval universe era, so it would take a long time for them to arrive. Comparatively speaking, the Nine-Headed Demon Master was much closer. On the 6th day after the realm beast devoured the small universe's origin source. Go or not go, go or not go. The Firebug True Lord was in a state of madness. It was anxious and worried that its universe source wouldn't be able to last much longer, but if it went over, it would probably lose its life. Including the true Lord Firebug, there were 8 true gods. It's been so long. If this goes on, the primogeniture won't be able to hold on much longer. Off to the side, the Firebug race's universe lords were also extremely worried. However, in a battle against a realm beast, these universe lords could not interfere at all. After all, with the godly power ignition secret technique, mechanical treasures, and so on, the gap between a lord of the universe and a true god had widened. Even 100 masters of the universe could not match up to a true god. How many masters of the universe were there in the entire cosmic sea? If it was in the millions, it might be useful. However, with so few, it was destined that in the battle against the realm beast, the universe lords could only stand aside. The main force would still be the true gods. Of course, someone like Luo Feng was an exception. He had the broken East River inheritance and all the inheritances of Jin country. The Jin godly emperor had fallen. With Luo Feng's high position in Jin world, naturally he had access to all the inheritances. One person with 2 pinnacle inheritances. Even in the ancient civilization, it was enough to make countless warriors go crazy with jealousy. Rumble. A glaring golden battleship appeared in mid-air, following which it became a beam of light and rushed over. Looking at the golden battleship, including the Firebug True Lord, the 8 true gods were overjoyed. It's the Nine-Headed Demon Master. The Nine-Headed Demon Master is here. The Nine-Headed Demon Master's battleship. The true gods were all overjoyed. The Firebug True Lord was even more excited. He moved his body and flew over. He was extremely excited. Nine-Headed Demon Master, I've been waiting for you. A tall and sturdy silhouette walked out of the battleship. He had a human-like body. He was tall and sturdy. Simultaneously, there were 9 different heads on his neck. The other 8 heads were slightly smaller. The one in the middle was the largest and was currently looking over. He was the Nine-Headed Demon Master. Actually, the Nine-Headed Demon Master's original form was that of a 4-hooved, 9-headed mutated beast. However, after going to Jin World, he realized that the Jin World was mainly split into 2 types, the mutated beasts and the tribal warriors. Among the tribal warriors, there were 9-headed warriors. Hence, the Nine-Headed Demon Master transformed into his human form. Nine-Headed Demon Master. They all welcomed him. I've already spoken with the Milky Way Lord and the Nine-Nether True Lord. The Nine-Headed Demon Master stepped through the void and walked over. His voice rumbled. Instantly, the other experts quieted down and listened carefully. The Nine-Headed Demon Master glanced at them. The 2 of them came from the primeval universe. The Firebug True Lord is from the first reincarnation era. The small-sized universe is too far away. It will probably take a few more days for them to arrive. Demon Master, the Firebug True Lord said anxiously. When a Milky Way Lord and the others arrive, my small-sized universe will probably collapse. Even if it doesn't, its origin source will be almost dried up. Firebug True Lord, you've already sent me a message. The Nine-Headed Demon Master said solemnly. The speed at which the realm beast devours the origin source of the small-sized universe is indeed very fast. In just a short span of 8 days. If it was a slightly further, small-sized universe, they probably wouldn't be able to make it in time. The other masters of the universe nodded solemnly. My race's first true lord also said that the realm beast is very dangerous. I'm afraid that there will be more than one. The one speaking was a true god of the holy-eyed race with a single eye behind him. The holy-eyed race had a total of 2 true gods. Yes, I've also discussed it with God Eye. The nine-headed demon master nodded. Demon master, if we wait any longer, The firebug true lord was really anxious. The group of universe masters of the firebug race behind him also looked pitifully. They didn't even have the qualifications to speak. The nine-headed demon master nodded. Don't worry. Inhi and Nine Nether won't be able to make it in time. Naturally, we can't wait any longer. We have to make a move first. After all, there is still a long time before the reincarnation era ends. There are also quite a number of realm beasts. This realm beast shouldn't be too strong. If we work together, we should be able to deal with it. Even if we can't, we should be able to protect ourselves. The others all agreed. Yes, the nine-headed demon master was after all one of the 8 hegemons. Even true god, illusory heart, and the pupil demon god were able to escape from the realm beast lair, let alone the nine-headed demon master. Let's fight with the realm beast first. The nine-headed demon master said, We'll force the realm beast to be distracted from devouring the origin source of the small-sized universe. This way, we can delay for time. When Nine Nether and Enhi arrive, we'll work together to kill it. Yes, we'll delay for time. When Nine Nether and Milky Way Lord arrive, we will definitely win. The real gods weren't afraid anymore. The nine-headed demon master nodded. All right, we'll move together. However, True Lord Firebug, you'll be the vanguard. Vanguard. True Lord Firebug's wrinkled face was astonished. This is your small-sized universe. Do you want other experts to attack first? The nine-headed demon master looked at him coldly. If you aren't willing, we won't be in a hurry. We'll wait here and allow the realm beast to devour it. When Milky Way and Nine Nether arrive, we'll naturally be the safest. True Lord Firebug was determined. I'm willing to be the vanguard. All right, let's go. The nine-headed demon master was straightforward. Boom, 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 boom. Only those of the same race, like the 2 real gods from the Holy-Eyed clan, would ride on the same palace. As for those of different races, they would ride on their own. The nine-headed demon master controlled them to teleport and head towards their target. It had a tall golden body and a ferocious tail. With it, as the center, there were many curved lines that extended into the void. It was devouring large amounts of the universe's source energy. The realm beast Melassa was extremely satisfied. The realm beast Melassa was suddenly shocked. It had used its innate ability to cover the area. It had already sensed a group that was teleporting over. That group was getting closer and closer to it. There were 9 strong, living beings in this group. They're finally here. The realm beast Melassa's blood-red eyes were filled with savagery. They were so timid. I thought they were very weak. However, it seems like they're still all right. They're about the same as King Zhanjia and the other 2 servants. Come, I haven't eaten these living beings of the cosmic sea before. Suddenly, following the appearance of many palaces and treasures, the surrounding void froze. It was obvious that the space had been sealed. They were unable to teleport away. Asterisk, 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 to be continued. If you like this work, please come Chidian. Come to vote for me. Your support is my greatest motivation. Chapter 1446. The nine-headed demon master led the group of real gods and arrived. All of them saw the tall and sturdy golden figure from afar. That is the realm beast. Nine-headed demon master, blood orchid progenitor, and the others did not dare to be careless. Ha ha! The realm beast in the distance released rays of twisted light that penetrated into the void. At the same time, it laughed loudly, its laughter resounding in the void. You are the true gods of the cosmic sea. You want to kill me? On the other hand, the nine-headed demon master and the other true gods became even more vigilant. True Lord Firebug, the nine-headed demon king, immediately transmitted a message. You go first. The Firebug, true lord, felt bitter in his heart, but there was nothing he could do. After all, it was his origin source that was being devoured this time. Boom! The Firebug true lord rank immediately controlled a battleship and charged towards the tall world beast. Realm beast, you didn't stay in your lair and actually dared to come out. You even dared to swallow my small cosmos. You're courting death. The Firebug true lord rank roared in anger. His roar was like thunder. At the same time, the battleship turned into a blinding light and smashed towards the realm beast Morosha. Facing the attack of the battleship, the realm beast Morosha didn't even dodge. Boom! The bow of the battleship directly collided with the body of the realm beast, Morosha, causing its body to cave in like rubber. Immediately after, it recovered and directly shook the battleship away. So the thing I swallowed was your small-scale universe? Realm beast Melassa laughed strangely. Pitiful delicacy. You don't even dare to come out and fight with me? True Lord Firebug. The nine-headed demon master, who was far away, sent a message through his communication token. What are you waiting for? Letting the Firebug True Lord rank be the vanguard was to test out the world beast's strength. If they hid in the battleship, although they would be safe, they wouldn't be able to find out anything. This message immediately made the Firebug True Lord Firebug anxious and angry. It looked at the realm beast Morosha outside, and its eyes were practically spitting fire. It was filled with hatred. Everything was because of this realm beast. Damn realm beast. The Firebug True Lord rank roared and charged out of the battleship. Its body was long and had hundreds of claws. Each claw was extremely sharp and was a natural weapon. It was also specially equipped with suitable true god-level treasures, which was enough to unleash its peak combat power. Boom. Divine Power Ignition Secret Technique. Boom. A misty white light enveloped the surroundings. It was a domain-type supreme treasure. Die. The Firebug True Lord Firebug had gone crazy. At this moment, a blurry and sinister figure appeared in the surrounding space and charged towards the world beast Morosa. Haha! The world beast Melassa laughed and suddenly sent a terrifying soul attack into the fire insect True Lord's body. This powerful soul attack caused the fire insect True Lord to howl in pain, and his attack was interrupted. On the other hand, the world beast Melassa laughed maniacally. Arms instantly grew out of its body. Dozens of arms slapped towards the firebug Melassa. Although the firebug True Lord rank howled in pain, it still charged forward. Each of its claws was a terrifying weapon that tore through space with limitless power. Pung, pung, pung. The world beast Melassa's arm and the firebug's claws clashed again and again in a frenzy. The nine-headed demon king saw the situation. The Firebug True Lord is only at a slight disadvantage. The Firebug True Lord is considered average among the true gods of the cosmic sea. I didn't expect the difference to be so small. The other true gods started to discuss. That's not strange. Back then, the origin intent of the primeval universe made the true gods fight against the world beasts. Although the Firebug True Lord doesn't have any mechanical treasures, he has soul treasures, armor, and domain-type supreme treasures. In terms of close combat, he is much stronger than the Eye Demon God. Plus, the Eye Demon God and True God Illusory Heart were attacked by 3 world beasts at the same time. Now, we're only facing 1 world beast. Right? The world beasts eat each other in their lair. There are definitely strong and weak world beasts. The world beast that escaped is probably one of the weaker ones. The true gods let out a breath. Of course, they were still wary. Firebug True Lord, how is it? The nine-headed demon king asked. At this moment, the domain-type supreme treasure was spread out, so he could easily send a message. Haha, Demon King. The Firebug True Lord was very excited. The moment I fought with it, the speed at which it eats my small-sized origin source immediately decreased to the point that it is almost negligible. Obviously, to eat a small-sized origin source, it has to use all its strength and can't be distracted. Once it is distracted, it won't be able to eat anymore. Plus, its power is slightly stronger than mine. It should be on par with the Blood Orchid progenitor. However, its soul attacks are extremely strong, and it makes me feel uncomfortable. Plus, when I fight with it, the power it gives off is constantly consuming my god power. I can't even block it. Also, its power is being consumed while fighting with me. Just like our god power, it has a power that is completely opposite of ours. I reckon that once it is used up, it will die. I just don't know how much power its body has." The nine-headed demon king thought for a while after receiving the news. He was one of the 8 overlords. Logically, even at the later stages, he should be able to resist the strongest world beast for a while. Otherwise, the origin will of the original universe wouldn't have asked them to fight. "Let's attack together," the nine-headed demon king ordered. "All true gods move together. Don't be rash and take risks. Work together and kill this world beast." "All right, let's move together." The other true gods heard the order and didn't resist. Since so many true gods were moving together, they were naturally not afraid. Back then, real god illusory heart and the pupil demon god had moved together. With so many of them, there was even the nine-headed demon king. What was there to be afraid of? Kill this world beast. Instantly, the 8 true gods, including the nine-headed demon king, turned into flowing lights and charged over. The true Lord Firebug, who was fighting with the world beast Morosha, was elated when he saw the situation. "Let's work together and kill this world beast." In the void, a huge door with white light appeared. The door slowly opened, and a black thread shot out from the door. In an instant, it appeared in front of the world beast Morosha. Chi, 2 intertwining golden lights appeared in the void. The 2 golden lights intertwined with each other like a pair of scissors. They cut through all obstacles and headed straight for the world beast Morosha. Blood-colored flowers appeared out of thin air and flew out, enveloping the realm beast, Malasa. A formless soul attack descended upon it too. In an instant, as the true gods were flying over, they started to use some long-range techniques to attack the world beast Morosha. Instantly hit by the attacks of many true gods, the realm beast Malasa let out a painful howl. Its golden armor, which was condensed from energy, seemed to have been corroded, and bubbles appeared on it. Its own power was frantically resisting these divine powers, resisting and destroying each other. The world beast Morosha scanned its surroundings. It first attacked the true Lord Firebug that was pestering it, and it roared angrily. "You have angered me. Food should have the awareness of being food. Kill it. Kill." The true gods didn't care about the world beast Morosha at all. At the same time, they didn't think that the world beast was stupid. A terrifying existence that represented destruction the moment it was born. It definitely couldn't be underestimated. Naturally, they had to use all their strength to attack. Only the nine-headed demon king was observing and didn't use any of its techniques. "Die. World beast, you should die." The true gods surrounded the world beast and started to use their techniques. The most eye-catching one was the blood orchid progenitor. The blood orchid progenitor's divine body was majestic. At the same time, she released many vines. Each vine had a black flowing light. This was a set of mechanical treasures that she had gotten from the gene realm to complement her techniques. The black flowing light vines quickly extended and madly entangled the world beast Morosha in the distance. It was either close combat, long-range attacks, or binding, surrounded by a group of true gods. The world beast Morosha felt that it couldn't handle it anymore. You still wanted to hide your strength and lure these true gods over. I didn't expect the others to be so strong. The world beast Morosha was also shocked when it was surrounded because the blood orchid progenitor and the others were obviously 2 to 3 levels higher than the true Lord Firebug. In an instant, the world beast Morosha also went crazy, surrounded by 8 true gods. The strongest, 9-headed demon king was observing the world beast. "You are indeed strong. You are only at a slight disadvantage when surrounded by 8 true gods. Even compared to the 8 tyrants of the universe, see, you are only slightly weaker." The 9-headed demon king was shocked. "If we let the world beast continue to grow, I'm afraid that in the future, other than Luo Feng, none of us will be able to deal with it. Let's kill it first." After observing for a while, the 9-headed demon king finally used his technique. "How?" The 9 heads of the 9-headed demon king roared angrily at the same time. The 9 different faces instantly let out a strange roar of different voices. In an instant, many twisted passageways appeared in the void. The 9 twisted passageways intertwined with each other and formed a strange pattern. The pattern covered the realm beast, Morosa. Die! After roaring, the 9-headed demon king's body glowed and turned purple. It was a mechanical treasure. The 9 twisted tunnels formed a strange picture that descended. This caused the world beast Morosha to go crazy. It suddenly raised its head, opened its mouth. There was no sound at all. That soundless scream pierced right into the souls of all the true gods surrounding it. Even a 9-headed demon king that was about to charge forward paused for a moment. The other 8 true gods all revealed expressions of pain. Even though it was extremely painful, the other 6 could still barely attack. However, 2 of them were howling in pain and didn't have the heart to attack anymore. Food, it should be food. The world beast Morosha fiercely turned its head and stared hard at the firebug True Lord. Hua! Half of the lines that extended into space with the world beast Morosha at the center suddenly changed direction and madly wrapped around the firebug True Lord. The large amount of lines instantly enveloped the firebug True Lord and caused it to become a cocoon. To be continued. If you like this work, please come Chidian. Come to vote for me. Your support is my greatest motivation. Chapter 1447. Rays of light intertwined and surrounded the fireworm True Lord, forming a cocoon. The cocoon was emitting black mist. Roar! The firebug True Lord rank struggled in the cocoon, but the cocoon suddenly bulged and another bulged out. The black mist became stronger and stronger. Save the fireworm True Lord. 9-headed demon master roared furiously. At the same time, his divine power was ignited to the extreme and became a dazzling golden light that charged towards the realm beast Mo Sa. The realm beast Mo Sa knew that the 9-headed demon master was not to be trifled with. He was one of the 8 overlords of the universe. See, he opened his mouth again. Silence. Wah! The silent scream was only aimed at the 9-headed demon master. The 9-headed demon master paused for a moment before continuing his attack. As one of the 8 overlords, willpower was naturally not a weak point. Although he could not compete with Luo Feng, his willpower had reached the limit of a void real god. Although he felt immense pain from the silent scream, he could endure it. Realm beast. The 9-headed demon master had golden claws on both of his hands. The pair of claws was a mechanical treasure. Rip! The 9-headed demon master roared. Suddenly, the sharp claws on his hands suddenly enlarged, turning into a pair of sharp claws that were millions of kilometers long. They streaked across the void, following a mysterious trajectory and connecting with each other. For a moment, the entire void seemed to be divided into a black side and a white side, and its sharp claws were controlling the 2 sides of the void, directly descending towards the realm beast Morosa. Scram! 2 of the palms of the realm beast Mo Sa extended and expanded. Rumble! The pair of golden claws instantly knocked away the palms and grabbed the realm beast Mo Sa's body and tore it apart. Hua! This tearing was the essence of the 9-headed demon master's attack. However, the realm beast Mo Sa's body was like rubber. It was torn apart and stretched for millions of kilometers. The elongated realm beast Mo Sa roared furiously. You are the 9-headed demon master? You are indeed stronger than other food. However, it is useless. You cannot kill me. Save me. Save me. The huge black fog cocoon continued to bulge. The fireworm True Lord inside was struggling madly. At the same time, he used a powerful realm treasure to communicate. Attack the black fog cocoon. The 9-headed demon master shouted. All right, leave it to us. After the other 7 real gods heard the order, they immediately attacked the black fog cocoon in a frenzy. In an instant, they performed all kinds of unique skills and bombarded the black fog cocoon. However, the black fog cocoon was incomparably tough. Every time it was struck, it would only cause the cocoon to cave in and elongate from time to time, but it was unable to break through. Moreover, the black threads of the cocoon were connected to the realm beast Morosha in the distance. The realm beast Morosha was maintaining the existence of the cocoon. Nine-headed demon master, this black fog silk cocoon is crazily destroying our divine power, and it is extremely tough. That realm beast should be providing it with power, causing that power to continuously cancel out our power. We are unable to break this cocoon. We can't break in from the outside, but it might be easier from the inside. The 7 true gods were anxious and helpless. Break! The firebug true lord rank within the black mist cocoon roared in anger. Boom! The cocoon started to expand until it was more than 10 times bigger. The firebug true lord rank was obviously going crazy, but couldn't break out. Everyone, it is crazily devouring my divine power. Not only is its energy not decreasing, it might even be increasing, the firebug true lord rank said anxiously. However, I'm doing my best to resist and burning my divine power to resist it. It must use its own power to suppress me and destroy each other. Just now, when everyone attacked this black fog silk cocoon from the outside, I felt that its resistance was obviously weakening. Everyone continued to attack this black fog silk cocoon. This black fog silk cocoon's endurance is limited, and there is no need to use other methods. Other methods won't have much effect, and as long as you use your divine power to exhaust it, it will not be able to supply enough divine power, and this black fog silk cocoon will collapse. When the people outside, including the 9-headed demon master, heard this, they all felt that it made sense. However, divine power was very important to every true god. Through mechanical treasures, they could use a portion of divine power to unleash 100% of their battle power. If they directly used divine power to exhaust it, it would be a waste of divine power. To some of the smaller true gods, they naturally hesitated. Exhaust its power, the 9-headed demon master ordered. Okay, the blood orchid primogenitor was the first to accept the order. A large number of flowers and vines extended over, entangling the black fog silk cocoon and attacking it with divine power. Shoo, 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 like a pair of hot tongs being thrown into water. The divine power and the black fog cocoon started to be consumed rapidly. Boom! The true lord rank firebug within the black fog cocoon was also trying his best to resist. Everyone, let's work together. As long as it can't take it anymore, the cocoon will break, the true lord firebug messaged anxiously. We just need a moment. The other hesitating true gods looked at each other and gritted their teeth as they released their divine power and charged over. Boom! With a combination of the inside and the outside, the 8 true gods combined their powers. With a single attack, the realm beast Molassa's rays of twisted light shot towards the black cocoon. At this moment, not a single ray of light pierced through the air. Instead, they were all wrapped around the black fog cocoon. It was obvious that they were going all out. Pong! In just a few seconds, the black fog cocoon suddenly broke, and the ruffled true lord rank firebug charged out. Ha! The true lord rank firebug was overjoyed and scared. He had already used 70% of his divine power. The black fog cocoon's devouring speed was simply too fast. Pong! Boom! In the distance, the realm beast Molassa and the 9-headed demon lord were fighting crazily. The 9-headed demon lord used his pair of golden mechanical claws to completely suppress the realm beast Molassa. However, the realm beast Molassa could also occasionally use silent soul attacks and easily escape the 9-headed demon lord's attacks. True lord rank firebug? The realm beast Molassa turned around and looked at the true lord rank firebug as it left. I originally wanted to eat you, but I didn't think that you would be able to escape. Then you could go and die. The realm beast Molassa's body started to shake. Hwah! 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 The rays of light that had formed after the black fog cocoon suddenly lit up and turned into rays of black light. These rays of black light didn't twist anymore. Instead, They gathered together and formed a black pillar of light. This black pillar of light smashed onto the true Lord rank Firebug's body. The speed of the attack was so fast that even the true Lord rank Firebug couldn't dodge it. Shoo, shoo, shoo. Visible to the naked eye, the true Lord rank Firebug's body started to disappear bit by bit. A frenzied annihilation. Two diametrically opposed forces were being annihilated at this moment. To kill 1,000 enemies, one had to suffer 1,000 losses. However, the realm Beast Melassa could afford it. It had just swallowed a large amount of god power from the true Lord rank Firebug and had also swallowed over half of the origin source of the small-scale universe. It was just that it wasn't able to convert it into its own power and was temporarily storing it. No, the true Lord rank Firebug wanted to fly towards his battleship. The shocked blood orchid ancestor immediately controlled her vines to block the black pillar of light. She wanted to help block it. Stop. The nine-headed demon lord was also shocked. The speed of destruction was too fast. The black pillar of light clashed with the true Lord rank Firebug, causing parts of the true Lord rank Firebug's body to disappear. Just as everyone wanted to stop it, the realm Beast Melassa once again raised his head and released a silent attack. At this moment, all the true gods were affected. The nine-headed demon lord, who was less affected, was further away from the true Lord rank Firebug. No. The true Lord rank Firebug tried his best to fly towards the battleship. As long as he escaped into the battleship, he would be safe. However, the black pillar of light suddenly flowed and instantly formed a black mist cocoon. It once again enveloped the true Lord rank Firebug, preventing him from escaping. Break! The blood orchid ancestor's blood vine flower finally flew over. Hwah! The black mist cocoon disappeared. The true Lord rank Firebug within had also disappeared. Only a few weapons, armors, and other treasures were left floating in the void. This caused the nine-headed demon lord, blood orchid ancestor, and the others to be shocked. The true Lord rank Firebug had fallen? Rumble, the entire small-scale universe started to tremble. Cracks started to appear in space, and it started to collapse. The universe lords of the Firebug race, as well as all the universe supremacies, undying, and even normal living beings, as long as they lived in this small-scale universe, they instantly died. In the void, the realm Beast Melassa wasn't happy. There was only rage. Disappeared? After killing that true Lord rank Firebug, his small-scale universe source actually dissipated and returned to the cosmic sea. My delicacy. If I knew this, I wouldn't have killed that true Lord rank Firebug. Regret. The realm Beast Melassa was filled with regret. The amount of energy it absorbed from eating a small-scale universe source was huge. It was even more than eating 10 true gods. However, the moment it killed the true Lord rank Firebug, the small-scale universe source immediately collapsed and returned to the cosmic sea. It couldn't get it anymore. Realm Beast, the nine-headed demon lord, and the others were all furious. They surrounded the realm Beast and started to furiously attack it. If I kill another true god, wouldn't I be destroying another small-scale universe? That is my food. The realm Beast Melassa couldn't bear to kill the true gods anymore. It turned and fled. I have to eat the small-scale universe source first before killing the true gods. I can't kill them now. The realm Beast Melassa turned and fled. Want to flee? The nine-headed demon lord and the other true gods attacked and obstructed it. This made the realm Beast Melassa furious. The surrounding void was frozen and it couldn't teleport at all. And just by flying, how long would that take? The nine-headed demon lord and the others could totally follow it and prevent it from ever escaping. The Star Pagoda was advancing in the chaotic void. A white-robed Luo Feng held a message tag in his hand. The Firebug true lord is dead. However, we won't give it another chance now. It's trying to escape. However, the surrounding space and time is frozen. How can it escape? The nine-headed demon lord sent a message. We can suppress it. However, to kill it, I'm afraid the price will be huge. Who knows, one or two true gods might fall. Hence, we won't force it too much. We'll just make sure it can't escape. We'll stall for time until you and 9 Underworld arrive. All right, Luo Phone replied. How did the firebug true lore die? It actually killed a true god right in front of you? The 9-headed demon lord was silent. There was no more message. After a while, a message came through. Inhi, the realm beast, has escaped. Asterisk, 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 to be continued. If you like this work, please come to Chidian. Come to vote for me. Your support is my greatest motivation.